Welcome back to another live stream. How's everybody doing this morning? So we got a lot of stuff going on in the market today. We got the overall market selling off. AMC and GME look like they're going with it right now. GME is right now down about 3.79%. AMC is down about 2.35%, with the SPY down 0.58%, but it is trying to make a move back up here. NASDAQ was down, I believe, over 1% at one point. IWM's down 0.64. What is QQQ? Down 1.1. So NASDAQ's down about 1.1% right now. It looks like we're about to get Gary Gensler live, too. Right now on CNBC, on Squawk Box, they have the Pfizer CEO still talking, so I'll keep a lookout for that. But how's everybody doing? Keith, how you doing, my man? Good morning, Mark. How we doing, everybody? Let's see here. Everyone tell this man happy birthday when he gets here. It's not my birthday. As usual, it's not my birthday. But I appreciate all you guys coming in and hanging out with me early this morning. Lady Ghost of Kim, how you doing? Let's see. Mark, how you doing? Been here for a year, down $290,000. Woo! That is a big one. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday, but thank you. All righty. Morning STD. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. I'm looking for I saw a tweet that said Gary was going to come on CNBC Squawk Box at 8:30 this morning. Now, I don't know what time zone they're talking about. They didn't specify, but then Gary Gensler retweeted the tweet that said he was going on CNBC. So it looks like he's going to be coming on soon, but typically these news networks are a little bit late all the time. Quickly, before Gary comes on, let's do a bit of an Ortex update across the board. How's everybody doing? Oh, Ryan, what's up? Along the VIX day? It depends. I do have some settled cash that I can play with. So I'm watching SPY. Today's a 0 day to expiration day. It's always fun when we get to do some stuff like that. We're doing the same thing with the 50 MA that I always do. And then I'll maybe look at those crossovers that we have. I like the 1348 crossover strategy that me, Gabe, and TMI work on. Mainly Gabe. I threw something in there at the end. I know he's working on it with TMI too. I like it more on the 4-hour time frame, but let's see here. So we have utilization on AMC 76.16%, estimated short interest 17.7%. Again, guys, we are going to be getting the most, I think it's we should be getting the exchange reported short interest this week. Do not freak out if it's a lot lower than 18.84, because remember, the next time frame, so from the second half of December, is right around the time we saw the really big spike from the low 20s to the upper 30s. So some shorts would have covered in that situation. But the next exchange reported short interest, like with the craziness that we've recently seen, then it should really start to pick up. Let's check GME really quick. And then hold on. Let me see if Gary's going to come on. Nope. Gary is not on yet. All right. So, Jesus. Okay, GME's, they're getting there. They're getting there, people. With that craziness that oh my God. Okay, so with that craziness that we saw on Friday, with the amount of shares, with the amount of shares that they sent out on loan, 2 million. Look what happened to the utilization. It literally went vertical. It was at like 60%, I believe. Yes, 60%. Now it's at 80%. Cost of borrow is going to start stepping up. We have 16.66% utilization. Again, if AMC and GME or one of the two are going to start getting really, really up there in terms of the Ortex data and the pressure that's put on these institutions, it's going to benefit them all. So we're all in a really, really decent spot right now. Let's see. In a minute. Okay, yeah, let's see. So I've got it here. We're only going to play the audio of it. I know you guys really want to see Gary Gensler do it, but again, we've done this before. YouTube hates it when you show it. So we're just going to play the audio so we don't get attacked by the YouTube gods. So I'm telling everybody that right now, I'm not showing the visual, but we are going to be able to hear everything. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, we're going to be on here for a while today. If anybody was new from last week, I appreciate all of you guys coming in. Special shout out to the mods, all of the members too. Ho, Wolf of My Street here. What's up, Ryan? How you doing? All righty. Yeah, so we're going to get Gary in a minute. 1:30, we're getting Jamie Dimon. All right, so they're going to a commercial right now. Coming up, CNBC exclusive. Gary Gensler, SEC chair. Okay, yeah, nothing too crazy over there. But, all right, we can check the option chain really quickly. It actually got a little bit more nasty. So now we have 101,000 contracts in the money. same, but now there's 552,000 contracts out of the money. Now we want those contracts closer. Every single new option that we have, we want it closer to the money. Like when everybody says like, don't buy options. Oh my God. But for some reason in the community, we always see a really, really good idea come out. And then it just gets twisted into absolute nonsense and is spread everywhere. And it's the same thing with the options thing, the share count stuff that I was talking about this weekend, the don't buy AMC stuff that like the message is not exactly what is actually getting spread around. So you want these contracts closer because if the contracts end up being closer to the money, then like it just puts more pressure on these market makers. Like, yeah, you can gamble on the 145s if you really want to. It's your money. You can do whatever you want, but that's not going to put any pressure on them. The thing that you need to think about and the narrative that really needs to be out there is how, like, this is the thing you got to think about with options. One, what is the likelihood of this running in the money and me actually making some money on this contract? Two, how likely is this to really, really affect the market makers if we start to see a little bit of a run? And how likely are they to delta hedge it? That's the thing with options. It's very simple. Oh, my name isn't Justin Frozen Peas and Meat Juice. What's going on, people? Is he on right now? No, I'm on a compute. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't have this live. I can't even switch it to live. It's a little bit delayed on this. So I'm on a commercial, but we are going to be streaming it over here. So we are going to get Gary Gensler live in a couple of minutes. He's talking about his regulatory agenda. Honestly, what this is most likely going to lead to is a rant. Just putting it out there for you guys right now. What Gary's most likely going to say is nothing. And then he's going to be like, well, cryptocurrency regulation, market dark pool. And then he's not going to really say anything. That's most likely what we're going to see. He's live now. Yeah. Okay. So this is a little bit delayed on the thing that I have it on, but it's probably this commercial and then that's it. So we're going to see it. Oh, here it comes. A Squawk Box exclusive with SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Let's just take note. We're going to ask him to lay out his agenda for the new year. You don't want to miss this one. Stay tuned. You're watching Squawk Box on CNBC. Did they really just go to another freaking commercial on me? That's nonsense. That's nonsense, people. Rant. It's most likely going to just lead to another rant. Been buying super far dated in the money calls or at the money calls when we dip like this. Feels like a no-brainer. Nicholas, that's the smart thing to do. Let's see. Unless Gary drops a full plan, destruction on shorts is going to be fluff, say something stupid. Yeah, this is going to be what the other side of like what we're fighting for here. It's like, yeah. We all want to make a bunch of money. That's given. But we also know that there's a lot of things that need to change in the overall market. I have lows up here because I do want to get some lows puts. The reason for that is like on the 1348 strategy on the 4-hour, Home Depot crossed down 13 crossed under the 48. So that one's looking good. Home Depot is making a move, but Lowe's hasn't yet. Typically they trade together. They both have earnings coming up. So that's a little bit risky, but again, you could see a run down into earnings. So I don't know. We're going to look again, what we're seeing here on pretty much everything, especially AMC right now. We're seeing that 50 test down. Now, hopefully like the indexes are coming up, which is decent, but hold on. Let me get Gary back up over here. All righty. Another commercial. That's beautiful. Don't forget to drink the Hedgie tears today. Absolutely not. I will not forget. People still watch CNBC. I don't ever, but Gary's on there, so we should probably go say hi. Let's see. He's still live. Why is yours so slow? No. This isn't like I'm not watching actual CNBC. Like this, like how am I gonna watch it on a computer? Like there's a link. Oh, it's buffering. Hold on. All right, hold on. I got it still. We got it over here. 10-year yields up. Yep. We're gonna watch TLT today. Spot, all sorts of things, all sorts of stuff. What up, Andrew? How you doing? You have a lot of lows, like long. I don't know what we're gonna see there. Did you finish your liquid IV paperwork? Nah, not yet. I haven't started it yet. I have to do it. I just haven't done it. I'm lazy like that sometimes. All righty. Let's see. All right. Oh, Gary. Almost time for why is this lagging out? Maybe that's why it like keeps buffering and then it puts me behind. I think that's what it is because it doesn't say live. Oh, this is nonsense over here. Let's see. Will I say yes if Charles Payne asks me? to like go on his show? Of course I'd say yes. What am I going to just be like, no, not going to go on Fox? No, absolutely not. Of course I would go. Is that going to happen? Probably not, though. So let's see. All right, we're going to get Gary in a couple. I don't know why it's taken so long with this silly streaming thing right here. Let's see. Yeah, also, for everybody new filtered in, make sure you guys drop some likes on the stream. We're going to get, oh, here he is. Got him.
Greater competition and efficiency in the private fund space. These are the funds that raise money. The total number is about $17 trillion. Raise money from pension funds and also from wealthy individuals. But those pension funds are our money. It's individuals' money in pension funds, raise money, and then invest in the capital markets. And there's about $300+ billion a year in fees in these funds. And we're going to see if we can propose some rules to drive more transparency and competition in that important part of our investing capital markets.
How do you feel about the increase in crowdfunding that's happening online, increasingly with various cryptocurrencies and coins? I'm thinking of the Constitution DOA project that happened earlier this year to raise money to effectively bid on the Constitution. That group ultimately lost, and those investors in it ultimately lost at least some money.
Sorkin.
Well, Andrew, you don't understand why I won't maybe comment on any one project, but you raise an interesting point. Crypto tokens, I will call them, are raising money from the public. And are they sharing with the public the same sets of disclosures that helps the public decide? And are they complying with our sort of truth in advertising? Call it the Securities Act anti-fraud provisions. And so there's thousands of these projects. You named one, but there are thousands of these projects basically trying to raise money from the public so that they can back an entrepreneurial idea. Well, that part's all right. That, in fact, is called innovation. But it's about bringing it into the securities laws. And unfortunately, way too many of these are trying to say, well, we're not a security. We're just something else. And I think that the facts and circumstances suggest they're investment contracts, they're securities, and they should register.
We had a lot of viewers sending questions, and one which relates to this issue is, can you explain your view of whether Ethereum is a security or not? I think you've actually suggested it isn't, but then why you believe that Ripple is a security. And I know there's an ongoing lawsuit related to Ripple, but could you speak to the Ethereum issue?
Andrew, just to have a little fun with you, refer back to my earlier question. I'm not going to speak to any one matter. And so your listeners understand it. I'm the chair of a 5-member commission that's also a civil law enforcement agency. And so we don't get involved in these types of public forums talking about any one project, one possible circumstance, and give legal advice over the airways that way. But again, let me talk about more generically the overall market. If you're raising money from the public and the public is an anticipation of profit based upon that
Come on, Gary, talk about short sale transparency. Come on, talk about securities lending now. Come on. Well, none of this crypto stuff. That's not what we want early in the morning. We want you to talk about some securities lending transparency.
You, the investing public, so that you have proper information, or what's called full and fair information, and protect you against fraud and scammers and the like. It's a simple, basic idea. You get to decide whether you want to invest in this security or that security. And if they call themselves a token, they're still possibly a security. You get to decide, but there needs to be some basic disclosures and protection against lies and frauds.
Chair Gensler, this sounds like a pretty important distinction and maybe a new way of thinking of these markets. This is kind of a new broad framework that would open the way for the SEC to maybe have a lot more say over a lot of arenas, and start thinking about all the different ways investors. I mean, I'm just going back a year to where we were a year ago at this point. It was SPACs that were the huge rage that everybody was kind of interested in, and the new way of taking a company public through these acquisition vehicles. And what you're talking about is making sure that you are looking at broad protections because there are so many retail investors that are maybe investing in a different way than they had in the past. Is that kind of what we're listening to here? This sounds like a fairly important statement.
It is important. Part of it's new and part of it's old. It's like that old saying about when one gets married. So the new part is the new technology, whether it's crypto tokens, whether it's special purpose acquisition companies or SPACs. These are something new. There are new ways to trade on the markets through brokerage apps and robo-advisors and that's what's new. But what's kind of old and really important is this basic idea that if you raise money from the public.
I feel like we should keep listening to Gary just because he's going to say something. Like he has to say something because it's in his because the whole thing that he's talking about here is his list of things that he wants to accomplish in 2022. So he's going to get to securities lending in the stock market, but he's just not on it yet. So let's see what happens. We got about 45 minutes until the market opens. So let's see if he's going to say anything that's going to move anything. I doubt it though.
New form of doing initial public offerings through these SPACs. That's exciting. Our role at the SEC is to ensure that you, the public, still gets the basic protections.
If I'm the industry, though, I hear that as you guys are laying the groundwork for getting involved in a lot of areas that you maybe hadn't been necessarily closely involved in the past. This is the justification for why you are going to be overseeing all of these different arenas. Is that an unfair
Becky,
assessment?
I beg to just differ with that description.
Yeah.
The SEC has been involved in these arenas since the 1930s. It's been updated. Our laws have been updated often, and staying within.
Our laws have been updated often, but the collateral requirements and the margin requirements at the NSCC haven't been updated in 20 years. Nice. Good one, Gary.
Protect the public. New technologies come along, and sometimes industry is trying to find what they might think ways around these basic protections. They might be finding ways to, quote, arbitrage the system.
Hey, Gary, I'm going to go rapid fire with you on a handful of other issues before we close out this segment.
Sorkin.
There's been a number of massive insider trades. This is not insider trading per se, but CEOs who've been selling. You've been trying to update the 10b-15 program in terms of how they're able to do that. I wanted to ask you actually not about them so much as about Congress. Nancy Pelosi was recently asked whether members of Congress should be able to buy and sell individual stocks. She made the case that they should. And I don't know if we've ever asked.
I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Keep listening to Gary, though.
That they often are in possession of. And have you thought about any form of additional regulation from the SEC?
Well, it's interesting, Andrew. There's a law that Congress passed not that many years ago called the Stocks Act. And it was it addressed this issue. It addressed this issue about the use of material non-public information. And sometimes that non-public information is inside a company, but that non-public information can also be inside of the deliberations and discussions in the legislative branch. And so Congress did address that, and we're the agency that has some oversight there, and we're going to vigorously enforce that law, which is, I'm sorry, it's maybe 10 years old.
But you have no concerns about the credibility of Congress, the credibility of corporations that oftentimes are talking to members of Congress when it comes to these issues?
I think that our whole system of finance.
That Stock Act comment was nonsense. Absolute nonsense. The whole way that the law is set up is so they can still do it. Like that whole set, they need to update the Stock Act. Gary can't enforce the Stock Act. Like literally his enforcement of it is to give out $200 fines. It's nonsense.
Yeah, it's insider trading, whether it's at a company or whether it's a government official, both are important to the basic trust.
Talking about trust, a lot of questions among American investors about whether they should be investing in Chinese companies at a time when we're seeing massive shifts in the way the Chinese government is regulating their own companies. What's your thought about that and how the American public should think about it?
So we've got about 250, 270 companies that are related to China in the US capital markets. And we've got a couple of challenges right now. One is that the Chinese officials for about 19 years have yet to sort of let the auditors of these companies, the accountants, be inspected. And we have a law that was passed in 2002, Senator Paul Sarbanes and Mike Oxley, a bipartisan bill that says the auditors, the accountants, have to be open to inspection. 50 countries have allowed that. China has not. And so that's one challenge. Another challenge is that, as you said, some things are really changing rapidly in China in terms of some of their big tech and other companies. And so what disclosures are the public getting? What disclosures are they getting, particularly since they're usually not buying? Again, listen, just listen to this for a moment. You're usually not buying the company in China. You're buying a company in the Cayman Islands that doesn't even own the company in China. The company in the Cayman Islands often just has a contract to operate that company in China. So we at the SEC have a couple of projects. One is to enhance the disclosure around these so-called variable interest entities, the Cayman Island companies. And two, to implement a law Congress passed just a year ago that gave a clock, a 3-year clock, to say, come into compliance with these inspect the auditor regimes.
Chairman Gensler, we want to thank you for joining us. We look forward to talking to you again. There's so many issues.
All right, that was nonsense. That he just talked about crypto and then like the Stock Act and then was just like, all right, whatever. That was okay. That was kind of nonsense. But I was hoping Gary would say something a little bit more. But yeah, STV synthetic ankles. Yes, your super did go through. I just didn't want to interrupt the Gary kind of spewing nonsense about Sorkin's silly questions, which Sorkin, I don't like you. You're a complete a-hole. But thank you so much for the super. Tree Fitty, bro. Happy birthday. Show me them ankles. Sorry, I am not your little internet hoe that will just show you my ankles if you pay me money. I'm sorry about that. But let's see here. Yeah, that was a lot of fluff. He didn't really say anything that was like good enough for a rant. All he said, the one thing that could have triggered the rant was like his nonsense about like the Stock Act. So other than that, it's like, that was kind of a nothing burger there. Let's see. Thoughts on AMC open today? I think we're going to get a little bit of a dip. Let's see. I mean, the market is trying to make its way back up here. I don't even know what the real issue was. It was like, I mean, I did see a couple of things about like new variant stuff, but come on, guys, at this point, like it all has to do with like the different countries' reactions to it. Like every single time we see somebody come out and speak, they're always just like, yeah, whatever. Like it's not really that big of a deal. Like just be safe. And then it's like, oh no, market freaks out. It's like, really? But yeah, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind just hitting that like button, we're going to be on here for pretty much until 12 today. Then we're going to come back on at 1:15. Let's see here. Let's see if we got any more Ortex updates if they're trying to hammer GME again. Nothing too crazy on GME right now. Let's see what's going on with AMC. No shares borrowed today. Very interesting. Nothing too crazy going on AMC right now in the securities lending market, but utilization is still low. Like GME's utilization is above AMC's right now. GME's estimated short interest or exchange reported short interest when it comes out 2 or 3 weeks, 2 weeks to a month from now is going to be sky high. So that's going to be pretty interesting to see. And again, since all of these stocks like to move together, they are just going to keep like what if one of them gets really good data, it starts to go like that's just going to be how it's going to work. The thing with AMC, what's been happening is that institutions have been scooping up shares in such big amounts, and they've been almost just buying it from retail. Now they're not lending they're not lending more than they were previously, but technically, like however it's marked off in their accounts, it's showing that there's more shares available to lend. Now, if there's more shares available to lend, even though they're not lending them out, it's at pretty similar levels. Well, then the utilization is going to come down and the cost to borrow is going to be a little bit lower. I don't know why they're not giving us a cost to borrow because there's nothing borrowed today. But let's see here. According to the Stocko Tracker, they borrowed 1.6 million already. Okay, so that is, hold on, let me look. No. If we started the day at 6.4, they borrowed like 200,000. Net borrow of like 200,000. Because then it came down to like 5,900. I don't know if it's going to give us a decent number here, but not a lot of calls in the money here. There's going to be a little bit more at 24. But again, we're really, and the other thing with the options is I don't think they're hedging them. Now, I hope everybody kind of understood this in the video this weekend. But the thing I really want to get across to everybody is two things. The share count. We can talk about the share count stuff. I know a lot of people freaked out about that. But again, I started that video off saying we need to make sure the message is clear. We cannot have people running around just like misinterpreting stuff and then spreading it all over like Twitter and Reddit and stuff. And then what happened? People started misinterpreting it and spreading it. I was like, man, no matter what we do, stuff is always going to get misinterpreted. But first things first, the options chain and the hedging on it, including ETF. Okay, yeah, that's true. But when you short the ETF, you're technically not getting, like, it shouldn't directly affect AMC's price. It'll affect IWM, which could in turn indirectly affect AMC's price, but it's not like actually getting AMC shares from IWM, if that makes sense. So the thing about it has to do with max pain and delta hedging. So when you look at the max pain chart, like let's just take a look at what max pain for AMC is this week. Let's just refresh this over here. Or I'm on, what is this? Max pain for, hold on. This week is probably 24. Okay, so max pain for this week is 24. Now what they've been doing is, since the market makers are going to be selling both. Are you guys good? We see everybody in here. Am I freaking out? Or I know SV Synthetic Ankle says I'm glitching a little bit. Hopefully not. But what they're doing is, let's say max pain's at 24, but we close the week at 22. That's just a hypothetical. What's actually going on is the market makers are selling both calls and puts. Now their computer system knows that they have to be delta neutral. Now you can do that through hedging those options, but the system really only cares about the actual like positions that they have having no directional exposure. It doesn't matter how they do it. So when we finish below max pain and we know that there's way more calls on the chain than there are puts, when they push the price below max pain, they're making the deltas on the calls lower and the deltas on the puts higher. So it's a balancing act of trying to get the calls and puts to kind of balance in terms of like the average delta. Now, if they can do that every single week, then they don't have to hedge any of the options. But when do they have to hedge? Well, when we start to break out of that range. Now, it could be on the upside. It also can be on the downside. So when we saw those weeks of AMC really, really starting to come down, well, they weren't delta hedging then, but then they started to have to, because we were breaking outside of that little window where they were completely delta neutral with just the normal acts of selling options into the market. So we can see that on the downside and on the upside. That's the issue that we see here. So now that we're starting another week, well, we know that the max pain for January is 22. Now, if we can start to break out of these for the January monthly, if we can start to break out of these ranges here, then that's going to be a very, very good thing to see, because then they're going to have to start hedging, because there would be nothing that they could do at that point in order to just like sell a bunch of puts to counteract the calls running in the money. It wouldn't work. Then they start having to delta hedge. So when we look at this right here, let's see, Hood and crypto getting smashed. Colton, where you at, buddy? All right, so let me make this a little bigger for everybody so everybody can see it. Let's see over here. Okay, and then the other thing with the share count. So everybody was talking about this share Intel company. Now, honestly, I don't give a shit about the share Intel company. I could care less about them. I don't care. Zero. They're irrelevant. Are they going to be the company that does this? Probably not. Who was the company that did it on Ethereum? Like, at the end of the day, that video was not me being like, let's use share Intel. Oh my God, share. That wasn't it at all. And I think a lot of people understood that, but some people didn't. So that's why we have to do this little explanation here. So first off, I don't care about share Intel. Zero. They could be good at what they do. They could be absolutely shitty. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But the concept of a share count or a share recount or a share audit is a good thing. Here's why. The results of it are neutral or bullish. It doesn't matter in my mind what the results come out as. In my mind, though, it's highly unlikely that they would come out with nothing just because of the amount of failure to delivers that we've seen, the crazy price action that we've seen. It's just highly unlikely that any sort of accurate audit would show nothing. But if it came out that it did show nothing and that there was nothing really going on, here's what we would have. We have a company that is overshorted under fundamental value, but the company is increasing its fundamental value. So it wouldn't even matter. So that's what I was trying to get across, that like the reason why Adam Aaron probably wouldn't do one of these counts right now is, in his mind, he's like, if it doesn't show anything, it's not going to be good for retail. So the point of the video was like, if we do it, which it would be a good thing to do, it's neutral or bullish, because if it comes out that there's crazy stuff going on with it, okay, awesome. Then we have a good understanding of, okay, this is how many shares are probably out there. And then we could actually do some decent math as to, okay, this is probably how high it could go. But if it came out that it was nothing, well, remember Volkswagen squeeze when it was like, what do you call it? Volkswagen squeeze when there was like 12.5% short interest. Now we also saw like AMC apes don't want to sell, so we still have that like supply lockup, sort of. But then we would just see, okay, then we have a company who's overshorted, obviously, is tied to all these other stocks that could also be naked shorted, which most likely they all are. There's a lot of synthetic nonsense going on. And it's trading under fundamental value. So either way, we're fine in the whole situation. So that was the main point. People were like getting angry. And like I said in the video, do not go on Twitter and start bothering Adam Aaron, like share count. Don't do it. Because here's the thing. We don't know how things are going to affect everything. We have no idea. Like, remember with the NFT STO stuff, it's a great idea. It just moved too quickly. We needed a slow, really good plan of how to actually do it effectively. That's the only issue that I saw with it. And the one main issue that I wanted to really, really, really make sure was taken care of was the situation surrounding the banks being able to take cash as of an equivalent value in the overstock situation for whatever their STO was. Because they had like 2 or 3 days of rip, and then the banks were like, oh, we can just accept cash, it's fine, and then tank. So if that were to happen right off the bat with AMC, with the STO, nothing would happen, and we'd be in the same place as before, and everybody would be really, really, really upset. We got the mask gang coming in. What is going on, everybody? Hopefully everybody is having a good time. Do you think there's a correlation between crypto dumping and short selling? It's possible. But the crypto market, that would be like the same thing as saying, like, do you think the reverse repo market has this spiking is the correlation with like short selling? Probably not. It's possible. Like anything is possible in this situation now. But like you would never really know for sure. Mask gang, what is going on, people? Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm. We are gonna have a freaking fun day today. Hold on, let me see if I got some settled cash here. How are we doing? Let's see. Is it going to be today I get it, or tomorrow I get my fun coupons to throw into the market? Let's see. It might be today, might be tomorrow. Let's see. It's today. Here we go. Such a bloody pre-market already. Yep. Oh yeah. I know people are talking about my birthday in here. It's not my birthday. My birthday is May 27th, and we ran huge on there. And then my birthday is, what do you call it? My YouTube birthday was also another big run day. So we just need to have more VIX birthdays, and then we're chilling. Let's see here. McChicken money. Hopefully we're going to make a lot more than McChicken money today, but let's see. Business Wire. Nothing too crazy going on here. Hopefully it's today. It is today, Gio. All right, we can play. We can play a little bit today. All right, so I'm looking at on SPY. So here's what we're going to see most likely: market open. Wildness. It's going to be wildness right as the market opens. It's going to be like up, down, sideways, crazy nonsense. And then after like 20 minutes, it's going to settle down and pick a direction. BAM thinks AMC will squeeze slow like Tesla. It's very, very possible that it does. It's very, very possible. Well, it's going to move in cycles. Like Tesla's moved in cycles before. Like everything is cyclical in the market. Like there's the growth cycle, like the natural like the natural business cycle that we're going to see. SPY 500 says not a hedge fund. No, it's Hugh Janus's happy birthday today. SV explained the death cross. Do you think the damage is already done? No. Well, okay. So the damage that we would see is just like a continuation of like like going back down to like 2080 or 2027, and then we would probably just bounce off those lows. That's what I would look for. I don't necessarily think we could. I don't think we're gonna see like a nasty dip below 20. If we do, we have those gaps to fill. And if we do fill those gaps, it's not gonna be the worst thing in the world. It's gonna suck to look at, but at the end of the day, here's the thing that we need to think about. Oh, STV Synthetic Ankles, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. I feel like I started something bad with the birthday. Nah, you're good. Here's the thing that we need to think about with the overall situation that we're in. A lot of people have been coming in and been like, is it over? No, not even close. When you see GME start to rip and then AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, and all these other stocks start to go with it, well, they're all still linked together. It's not just because they're meme stocks. That's just an excuse to say why they're all moving together. They're in different industries. They should not move together when these types of things happen. It shouldn't happen. So they're all still linked. They're still messing around. Is the short interest still high? Meaning have the shorts covered. The shorts have not covered in a big way. Remember, there's cycles of shorts. Some shorts are covering, some shorts add back in, but in general, there's still a lot of short interest in the stock. And is the company failing? Absolutely not. It's continuously getting better. So when we look at all of those things, it's like they can mess with it. In my mind, this is now back to a value fundamental play where we're looking at, okay, we're buying a company that's undervalued at the current time for what their current business is looking at and going forward with. So we're in a decent spot. Sucks to see the price at these levels. I get it. But at the same time, it's like we know that they're gonna keep messing with it. Is retail just dumping here for no reason? No. Retail is gonna keep adding shares, and institutions most likely are gonna continue to do the same thing, especially after the bombshell box office numbers that we've seen in Q4. We need Chan and Pico. Well, we do. Let's see. Vix, morning, my guy. How would a slow controlled squeeze look? They won't be able to control it. I don't necessarily follow this whole controlled squeeze thing. Because they can't. Like with the amount of open interest on the option chain, the shorts, you cannot contain FOMO and additional buyers coming in and retail piling into calls. It would not work. You can't. Like if you want it to go up and control it on the way up, if you had that type of power, you would just send it down. You would never let it go up. Morning says fee rhymes with AMC. Good morning, my man. All right, we're getting some sell candles here. We're getting some red. All right, so GME down 4.85, AMC down 3.6. Whew. Whew. Exactly my thought. SV, my thoughts were that the damage was done earlier, established a base. Yeah, it could be, but the problem is that the overall market's still looking weak. If we want to see us really start to come back up, we need to see the market start to come back up too. We need that a little bit of a boost from the overall market that kind of lets us start to go. Because if the overall market's going to start coming down, they're just going to use it as an excuse to just be like, let's push it down. And they're just going to keep doing it. Hood is tanking today. What's Lowe's looking like? I still want those Lowe's puts. 0.64. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. I missed it. What did Gary Gensler cry about? Oh yeah, we got to change that. Nothing. He literally talked about nothing. Nothing that affected us. Wait, hold on. I spelled that wrong. All right, back to normal. Hood is a dumpster fire. Yeah. Yeah. Hood is a I think it's the Shills asking if it's over. Have some balls if you're holding AMC. If I lose money, the people are aware of the corruption. We still did good. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're not even far. Okay, this is okay. Come on. What is this nonsense that we're seeing right here with these sell candles? The market's looking all right now. Like, what's IWM doing in the pre-market? Are they coming down right now? Not really. IWM's looking decent. So if the overall market starts to come up off of the lows of the pre-market today, we could start to come back up. And again, we just need the buyers to step back in. And the other thing that we have to keep in mind is the sentiment thing. They're watching us. If the sentiment still stays low, they're gonna keep attacking us. So if you're like, that's the thing. Like, I hate to say it. Like, I don't want to say keep it to yourself if you have like a good question, but like if you have an actual like legitimate question about what's going on, but they're watching you, like they're watching overall sentiment in an aggregate going across the market. So we just got to be careful with like of what we're giving them to look at. All right, dang, Lowe's is really down. I should have gotten these earlier. I wish I had more settled cash. All right, GME on 4.88. Nice. They are going to attack this thing. They are real. So I'm guessing they did not sell all of those 2.25 million shares. On Friday. They probably still have some shares left over. Let's see over here. If we got an Amy Ortex update, nothing. 0 shares on AMC today have been taken out, borrowed, or returned. That's a very, very interesting thing to see. I don't think I've ever seen coming into the market open, AMC never have any shares taken out on loan or returned. So it could be a little bit of an Ortex glitch, but let's see here. My 1-year anniversary with AMC is today. There you go. Do you think Bitcoin will break 40K? Yeah. I'm holding until they cover, says elevate the frequency. Attaboy. Tabasco Dave, what's going on? We'd say army. We'd say in the army any motivation would do, even fake motivation. There you go. When do you think the SEC is going to finally step up to the plate and ban payment for order flow, make the other changes we are expecting? I would say within 3 years they would do that, because that's a big move. It's going to take some time for them to do that. Now they are, I believe in this year, they're trying to get to T1 settlement, which would be a very, very good step. Did Ortex ever update? I haven't seen an Ortex update on Amy. GME, they took out like 4,000 shares. Let me look. It wasn't crazy, but GME's Ortex is starting to come back into like dangerous territory. 80% utilization. Like cost of borrow is going to step up off of this. 16.66% estimated short interest. That's the highest we've seen it in a while. So let's see. We get a new inflation numbers tomorrow. I think it's Wednesday. I'm not positive though. I'm pretty sure inflation numbers come out Wednesday. If it's tomorrow, we're gonna. Is everything red? BBIG Ortex? Of course, M Creeks. I did not type that correctly. BBIG. Let's see here. All right. Whoa. BBIG, 23% estimated short interest. High cost to borrow, high utilization. BBIG is looking like it wants to get squeezy. All right, here we go. Comes out Wednesday. Thank you. That's what I thought. Is the Ortex delayed because they might have exchange reported short interest coming out this morning? No. CPI data Wednesday at 8:30. Oh, that's going to be an interesting morning. Thursday is PPI. What is that? Producer price index? I think that's PPI. GME is going parabolic soon. They're going to find at the bottom before letting it rip. Yeah, I mean, they have kind of already done that. Like, they're still trying to push it down. I don't know. It's dangerous that they're doing that now. Prague Ortex, I got you. Prague Ortex is probably getting pretty nasty again. Ooh, wow. Not really. 93% utilization, 13% estimated short interest. High cost to borrow, though. Days to cover, pretty low. It's high float. That's kind of what we're looking at there. But let's see. Hit the like, says Razzie. Yeah, if you guys don't mind as your filter ninjas, dropping some likes on the stream just helps out with the algo. Let's see here. So we're going to be watching like the major indexes today. SPY, IWM, QQQC. I mean, if anything, we'd probably go for SPY and QQQ unless IWM's looking really, really good in terms of like that 50 test that we use. But let's look. Going to be a volatile week for sure. Yeah. Do you think the Q4 earnings date might be early? No, it's supposed to be for AMC. It's supposed to be beginning of March, like first week of March. Let's see, but we still need to wait for a confirmation for them to do it. Let's see. Predicting 7.1 instead of 6. For what though? Maximilian. For what data point? Are futures bad red? Well, everything's kind of red right now. Like IWM down a half. Like what's SPY looking like? SPY's down 0.6. Like QQQ is probably down 1.15 or something. 1.3. Like it's not looking good overall. QQQ puts might be the play, honestly, for this week. If I want something like quick in and out, I would go for SPY dailies, but overall QQQ might be decent. Let me look at on a longer time frame to see on QQQ. We got some money to play with today, so we're gonna spend it. Let's see right here. Oh man. Oh man, yeah, QQQ looks like it wants to continue on its way down. Let's see. All right, Amy coming back up a little bit, but let's see. We have about 16 minutes left until the market opens, people. I'm going to be excited as usual because, again, there's nothing that they can do to really just shake me off. They're like zero. Like, what are they going to do to shake me off of like holding AMC? What are they going to try to drop it down? They're going to mess with the option chain in January when the companies can it doesn't matter. Like they literally can't do anything. We know that they're messing with it. We all knew that when it was coming in. So when they push it down, it's like, oh, we're right. They're trying to manipulate it. That's how I look at everything. Did I look at the options? You sent me an option chain? Which one, M Creeks? Which one? Which one? The dark pool activity one? Oh, this one? What's this? ACRX? Which, whoa, I don't know. Steal some contracts? Yeah, not really. This, on the 37s, yes. In the 40s, yes. On that, yeah, you could steal those, but what's it at? What's ACRX at? What? No. How do they have this chain going out to 30? That's kind of crazy. All right, Amy coming back up to this 50 MA right now. Again, with what we typically see, we don't want it to do this test new low. That's not what we want to see today. But let's see. 1,700 shares at 24.55. There you go. Let's see. SFM. Oh, that's actually not bad. That would not be terrible. Yeah, you could steal some of those if you want. You're gonna have to be very careful though, because when they open up today, the spread might get wider. All right, so we just rejected off of the 50. Let's see, GME down 5 right now. AMC down 3. They're gonna be messing with these stocks, absolutely messing with these stocks today. So let's see what we can get, just in terms of trades to kind of take it back. Let's see. AMC 1K would be intimidating to hold for you. That's the thing. This all comes down to like, what are you comfortable holding? Like that's the thing. Like that's where we talk about like, what is the most amount of money that you're willing to put into this? 1,000 AMC shares is about $23,000 right now. Now, is that a lot of money? Yes, it is. Is that a lot of money relative to some other people and what they have? No, some of them, they have like, yeah, 23 grand, whatever. But some people is like, that's all I have. So it's all relative. Like, are you going to be fine holding like however many shares you have in terms of the like volatility that we've seen? It depends. Like, that's why, I mean, I've taken like the biggest bet I've ever taken on AMC before. So, I mean, I'm still fine with holding it. Like, it doesn't really, I'm still fine with just like holding and buying more. I could always use some more shares. QQQ selling off decently right here. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens with QQQ. This could be a decent one for puts today. Same thing with SPY. Are you talking about 1K in terms of a price target or holding 1,000 shares? It's just a number. Exactly. Numbers on a screen, people. That's how I look at pretty much everything. Like everything. It's just my numbers on a screen. Let's see. Looking to buy more. Will they be able to push it down lower than that 2080 in the morning, picking up maybe. They might be able to. You have my SQQ. You have SQQ calls. There you go. 8 million ain't nothing. We need another $200 million buy order that moved the price $2. We're going to need a lot more than that. All right, so we're trying to move back up here a little bit. We're down 2.87 in the pre-market. GME down 4.4. Let's see. I mean, we got 12 minutes until the market opens. 10-year up 1.5%. Jesus Christ. TLT tank. Yep. All right. Yeah, TLT is going to be a play coming up. We're going to do probably a TLT play for the rate hikes. She's tickling the 50, as she always does. She loves to tickle the 50. Same thing with everything. Like, this whole 50 MA thing on the 1-minute chart is like very, very powerful. If you, it might be, we just see it. It's like such a good, like, if some things are going to pick a direction, it just like really, really steps down very nicely for trading across the board. Oh, STV synthetic ankles. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. Shout out to all the members in here. You guys are awesome. Again, you guys don't have to do that if you don't want to, but special shout out to those of you who want to. All right. Let's see. Bounce off the 50 is obviously the thing. Yeah. For longer time frames, I like the 1348 stuff. I'm going to start messing around with that this week and testing it out. Let's see. AJB, thank you so much for that generous super, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Have you reviewed the AMC Bigum's DD about family offices, unregulated hedge funds as a way they're hiding their short interest data? Can you cover it? He sent me the video. I literally woke up and saw that he sent it to me. Maybe I'll watch that over the break and try to break it down for you guys. But yeah, family offices. Here's what all of these hedge funds do. So when they get in trouble for things like big trouble, remember Bill Huang, like Archegos, is a family office. So they really don't have to report a lot of things. So when you think about like family offices, they're managing their own money. So it's like your own trading account. So you can pretty much do whatever you want as long as you're not going to just do a lot of like if you don't like you can do it to an extent. Like your broker, whoever you're trading through, is going to kind of set off something if you're really doing some wild things. But family offices in general are less regulated because when you get hit with a bunch of SEC violations, like they will hit you and be like, you can't manage outside money. And they'll be like, yeah, whatever. We'll just become a family office and manage our own family's money. And you can still have people trade for you, but it's just your own money. It's the same difference. It's just less regulation. So that's a good thing that we could look at here. Tabasco Dave, thank you so much for the soup or becoming a member. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, the family office stuff is interesting. I don't know if they have to file 13Fs. I don't know. I would have to watch his video. That would be an interesting thing to see if they have to report to FINRA on a lot of things or file some 13Fs. 1-for-2 reverse split in 3 days. Okay, if you're holding SQQQ, watch out for that because there's going to be a lot of nonsense going on. Typically with those levered ETFs, like those 3 times levered ones, there's a lot of nonsense anyway, especially if you're trading options. For me, I'm not touching those options on those 3 times levered ETFs. They're like, because they reset every day. And there's a lot of weird swaps in them. So they'll rebalance every single day. So like your whole position could just go out of whack really quick. And they're doing a reverse split this week. You could either randomly lose or make a bunch of money very, very quickly just due to pricing discrepancies. So watch out for that. It could be really, really good or it could be very, very bad. So watch out. Bitcoin just broke below 40K. I mean, somebody asked me if I thought it was going to, and I was like, yeah. Oracle over here. My crystal ball is on it. They do not have to file 13Fs. Ooh, that's interesting. That is interesting right there. Boeing is booming? No, Boeing is down. Bitcoin going to 28K? It could, but I don't know about that. If it did, I would buy some just like altcoins and just like Ethereum and stuff. All right, Amy coming down a little bit, down 3.44. QQQ looking like it wants to get murdered here. Down 80% on AMC calls. Some of my contracts are down a decent amount like that, but my longer ones are still alive. They're like struggling, but they're still alive. SPXU good. If it's 3 times levered, it's all gonna be crazy. Bill Huang, WSB God, he would have put up the best loss post of all time. He's like, YOLO'd. I have BA and no boom, says Pam. Yeah, BA not booming. All right, let's see. Due to interest rates, they're not doing anything yet with interest rates. They're gonna come out in March. So that's most likely when we're going to see the rate hikes. And that's going to be like QQQ puts and TLT strangle is what we're going to do there. Yahoo Finance is reporting the float more than outstanding shares, and they could do that, but it doesn't really matter. They're just getting weird data. So they're not going to be the one to randomly just expose synthetics. SQQQ inverse or just, it's both. It's inverse and 3x. So SQQQ, maybe it's 2x because they changed a bunch of them. No, it's 3x. So it's negative 3x. So it's inverse and 3 times the performance. So SQQQ is up 4.45%. QQQ down. GME down 4.3. AMI down 3.44. Let's see what's going to happen here. Also, for everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out a little bit with the algo. Let's see what's going to happen here. All righty. Let's see. I see now why everyone loves your channel. Joseph, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Sitting on 3K shares at 26.30. Whew. I think my average is 27 right now. I could probably make it lower. Hey, if I hit a decent SPY trade today, I'll buy some more AMC. That's what we'll do. That's what we're going to use a lot of this money for. No, Austin's not a FUD spreader. He just like Austin comes in here and he's just like, things are probably going to move down, which is fine. Like things are probably going to move depending on what happens at market open today. I'm probably going to leave this on QQQ for a bit. I don't know. We'll take a look at SPY first. QQQ is probably going to make the more aggressive move, but let's see. Average is 27.27. I think mine's like 27 flat. It's right around there. All right, let's see if we got a little bit of an Ortex update over here for Amy. Amy, nothing. Literally nothing on the securities lending market for Amy today. Very, very weird. Very strange. You gotta watch a dude that's so prepared. His tree is already up for the next season. Bro, I got my Christmas tree over here. It's just not coming down. Like, where am I gonna put it? That's the problem. Like, if I move my Christmas tree, like, my apartment doesn't have a lot of room. Keith, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. I keep hearing the apes proclaim that the hedge funds are scared. We use that as prevailing wisdom. Do you have a sense that the hedge funds are worried? Yes. So here's one of the things that we got to think about. When GME rips 33% in the after hours and then they take out 2.25 million shares the next day, there's two things that are going on there. One, they were trying to kind of like suck out a little bit more money from their short position and trying to manipulate the price, because I don't think that Wall Street Journal article is legit. GameStop never said anything, and there was a lot of nonsense going on with that. Second thing is that they saw that move and they were like, oh, shoot, we need to put as much selling pressure as we can into this thing to try to incite some fear. Now, we see that happen all the time with Amy, like in GME. They are scared of certain prices that we go to. Remember, we talk about the danger zone all the time. Are they scared? Are the new shorts scared right now? I mean, they're still up on their position. They're just trying to manage their position, because at this point, if they start to cover and really try to get out, what's going to happen? Well, if we continue on this low, I mean, we're seeing decent volume today on Webull. It's showing 311,000, probably on like TD where it's going to show the overall market. It's probably going to be like 600 grand so far, 600,000 shares be traded. So if we still see low volume, which, I mean, right now it's not very low, but then when they go to cover and they throw that buying volume into the stock, it's just going to start to go. People buy calls and then it gets out of hand for them. So right now, not really, like, but on that day, Friday, it was like, oh my God, what the hell are they doing? But let's see, GME's kind of barcoding the volume, 35,000. AMC, I mean, we can't really tell here. QQQ's trying to move a little bit. I want this a little bit bigger. Again, it's doing the 50 MA test. If it still does that during the day, we're going to be playing puts all day long. Correlation between Bitcoin and AMC, it's more markets and the overall algos that are tracking the entire market. I don't think that there's a direct correlation. There could be, but again, the crypto market's so big, it's like, I don't think that everything is going to come down to exposure on AMC and GameStop. Let's see. Thanks, Keith. Keith, anytime, man. Thanks for coming in here and always being positive. I like QQQ puts. I do too. I'm just going to wait because it's going to whipsaw as the market. Okay, so what could happen with the market today is you get trapped. There's a little bit of a bear trap. So we could see it like a couple of big red candles. Then it really starts to come back up. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to wait a little bit and see, okay, after the crazy volatility that we're most likely going to see in 2 minutes when the market opens, what direction is it going to pick? If I'm late, I'm fine with that. It's better to be late than wrong, because if it starts to sell off and I get some puts and then it starts to rip throughout the rest of the day, well, that's going to suck. Let's see. Mr. Johnny London says AMC is going to rip right off the start. Man, it could. It's selling off right now into market open. GME's not moving, but they're selling it right now. Let's see. Trying to spark some fear again. As always, they like to just really come in with the fear candles. You can't scare me. All right, we got 1 minute till market opens. Here we go. You got puts on Lucid. There you go. Bitcoin is tanking. I think I have it over here. No, this is QQQ. Let's see. Where's Bitcoin at? Yeah, it's just below 40K. Just below 40K, but crypto is dumping right now. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button, just helps out with the algo. Cost you nothing to do it, and it helps me out a whole lot. So let's see what we're going to get here. You've been doing very well with XLF calls. That's the one that I want. Okay. I kind of want, maybe I'll go with the individual names, but with rate hikes coming, I think banks are going to outperform this year. So we'll see what happens. We're coming on market open, people. This is going to get a little bit crazy. Here we go. We forgot it's called investing. Yeah, not speculating. Speculating is a little bit different. All right, a little bit of a candle here. QQQ not doing a whole lot. Let's see if the buyers are going to step back in. This could be a ding, ding, ding. Market is open. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right, everything is kind of open right now. Let's see. GME is getting a little bit of a sell candle here. Amy, same thing. We're down about 2%. Oh, she's coming up a little bit. QQQ selling off a little bit. Where's IWM? IWM moving up. See, this is the thing. I want to see everything start to pick a direction and see if we're going to get a confirmation of any sort of trend. GME coming up a little bit here. SQQQ coming down. I want lows up here in the top right. What's going on with them? 1 point. Jeez, damn it. I want lows puts. Fuck. I was right. I was just late on the lows puts. I was going to go for the 245s for like next month, and now I'm getting hammered. All right, let's see what we got here. I want to see if lows bounces back a little bit. Maybe I'll get some puts. IWM, I don't know. I mean, shoot. That's what I was looking for this weekend, some lows puts. Let's see. GME selling off a little bit. Amy kind of holding up right around down 3%. We got GME at 133. IWM coming down now. Hold on. Let's see here. Probably going to see candles going in the thousands. What do you mean? Hold on, let me look at some stuff. I want to see what the pricing is, what they're pricing on the lows options chain. Because you can hit nasty play. I've hit it before a couple of times, like just dirty plays on low, like just ridiculous. All right, hold on. IWM coming down. Where's QQQ moving? It's the same candle here. Hold on, where's SPY? Because SPY is gonna be one for the dailies. Oh, that was the wrong one. We can just flip it. That's kind of what I want. All right. Give it a minute, but I think I might start scaling in and get like 1 or 2 SPY puts. Just for fun. Just to see. Just on the daily. Let's just see. What are the 60s? Because it easily could just rip off of this. Yeah. Okay. I want SPY puts today. Damn, they always like to skip the strike that I like. All right, this is what we're going to do right here. Bing bong. Cool. All right, let's see how this plays out. That was an initial little scale in on some SPY puts just to see. They always like to skip the strike that I want to get. So, I don't know. Amy coming down now, down 4.7. Tilray up 15%. Yeah, just to see how it feels. Exactly. Got to get back into it. I have Apple puts coming in. Yeah, I bet they are. All right, let's see what's going to happen here. SPY still moving down. Again, it needs to still pick a direction. That was just a little scale in to get our feet wet. GME down 6. My God. All right, let's see what's going to happen over here. Lows is coming down. I do want some lows puts. Let's see. Bing bong. Price is wrong. Let's see. What's all this price fixing about on end of day Friday? I mean, the problem is with what was going on there is like we all saw it. Like we all saw what was going on with what was going on Friday. We all saw the nonsense. So it looked like if you look at the order book, the orders were coming in like last minute. Amy selling off now. Hold on. SPY coming down. This could be a nasty SPY trade that we have right here. Hold on. This could be dirty. Relly's running. Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens here. Hold on. All right. All right, let's see. Amy, geez, where's IWM at? IWM is selling right now. Let's see. Where's TLT? Lowe's is coming back. TLT, what's going on here? Coming down. GME down 7.5. AMC down 6. Whew. This is going to be a bear trap today. Watch. It could. Any AMC Ortex update? I don't know. Let's look. Yeah, 77,000 shares borrowed at a 1.25% cost to borrow. So decent, but nothing too wild over here. Wow, IWM is selling really hard. How's SPY doing? Coming down, but not as much as IWM. So we might see some winners and losers with what's going on today in the overall indexes. Like SPY's and it's coming down to the new low. Let's see. It's always possible that we do this 50 test all day long. I'm going to hold these SPY puts. I kind of just scaled into them just to see, get my feet wet. But if we make some money off of those, I mean, I'll buy some more AMC. Let's see. Lows. Down 2. Fuck. All right. SPY is getting hammered right now. Let's see what we're going to do here. What's the news today to go down? It looks like it's just a lot of new variant stuff and fears over the rate hike coming up. All right. Up like 4% on some SPY puts. There we go. Walmart Ortex. Eric, relax. Looks like a buy day. Yep. All right. SPY looks like he wants to make new lows. Watch it. Yeah, here it comes. All right. GME holding a little bit here. Amy at 2160. Let's see here. Yeah, SPY still coming down. What's lows doing? Damn, I wanted those freaking puts. Rate hike and new Delta. I saw that. Did you guys see that there was like a new thing where it was like Delta and Omicron? I was like, what are we doing here? We're playing mix and match with the new variants. Like, come on. All right. That was a decent entry on these SPY puts, I think. Let me see how they're doing. Yeah, these are going to be nasty today. So they want to cover at 20, test 3 times. It could. Deltacron is FUD. That's what I'm saying too. All right. SPY's getting a little, Amy coming back a little bit here. Hey, if we can send Amy up and SPY down today, I'd be a very, very happy guy. All right. GME's not doing so hot. Oh, GME's getting some candles here. Watch out below on a lot of things. So this could be a day on the SPY where it literally starts and just doesn't have a chance. It's very, very possible. We've seen this a couple of times happen where the overall market just opens up very, very weak. It starts to come back a little bit, but overall, it just doesn't really have a whole lot of chance to really come up. But let's see. Lows down. It's coming back a little. Amy not having fun. GME down 9 for literally no reason. What they're most likely doing on GME right now is using those shares that they took out on Friday. Those 2.2 million shares. They still have some. How are these SPY puts doing? All right. We're up 24% on some SPY puts. Nice. Amy coming down, SPY coming down. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to add. I'll add to the SPY puts if we start to see a little bit of a retest. Like, there's no reason for me to just pour money into the SPY puts right now. Just wait and see how it plays out. Let's see. I didn't sell at 70. I'm not selling at 2150. Hell no. Hell no. They borrowed millions of GME last week. They do. Let's see. Jared, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Fauci and Walensky spread FUD. They aren't even virologists. Why do people listen to them? Because people like to give people with supposed credibility a lot of credit. So now we're seeing a little bit of a jump on the SPY here. Let's see what happens. If we get a nice little retest at the VWAP and it comes back down, that would be decent to see. Low of the day on the SPY, 461.02. Amy is now at 2140. GME's trying to bounce back up here, but it's still down 8.5. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move back up. But again, we like to see these little retests and then it starts to make a new low. So let's see if that's going to happen over here. Buying more at 2084, says Josh. There you go. You can't get filled, M Kriegs. What's SFM doing? Yeah, it's getting up there. That's going to be a tough one to get filled on. Okay, so SPY did not like this little green candle here. It's coming back down. Let's see. Yeah, also for everybody new filtering, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algo. All right, so we made a new low at 460.98. I don't know. SPY's looking like it wants to come down. Let me take a look at it, what it's saying on the 1348 thing on the 5-minute, and then we'll take a look over here. Oh, you want to glitch out on me, Trading View? Is that what we want to do over here? Oh, yeah. This is pointing red today. So let's see. MACD did cross, but like, yeah. Triple bottom at 2080. It could be. It really could be. Crypto is nosediving. Any relation to AMC shorts needing more margin? Not now. They don't need more margin where AMC's at right now. They're perfectly fine with their short positions at 2150 something. They're fine. GME selling off again. Low of the day, 126.83. I don't know. Let's see if we can crank with these SPY puts and just like hit a nasty SPY trade. That would be sweet. Keith, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Liquidated 95% of my remaining crypto positions so I can pump that into AMC. Cash settles tomorrow. If we keep coming down, tomorrow is discount day. There you go. Why is Lucid running? I don't know. Did they get new? Lucid was looking really, really, really. Oh my God, Lucid, you mother effer. All right, Amy coming up to test VWAP. SPY's trying to make a little bit of a move here, but again, it's not looking very good. Lucid does have, I believe, its lockup period expiring. So let's see what happens with that. They might be trying to pump it a little bit so they can sell off at higher prices. GME down 8.87, AME down 5.7. Hold on. How are these SPY puts doing? Up like 10%. That's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe in and out on the, I don't know. I didn't put that very much money into these. So let's see what happens with these SPY puts. We haven't seen a retest yet. I want to see a retest. Oh, Amy coming back up a little bit here. Let's see. SPY's coming up to VWAP here. Let's see what happens. Amy using VWAP as support. Hold on now. eToro won't let you in. Interesting. Yeah, Tilray moving on. Good news. Watch out for Tilray. And what are the other ones? Is SNDL coming with it? Not really. Not really. Where's hold on. QQQ trying to make a little bit of a move here. Let's see. Where's IWM at? IWM trying to move to, or SPY? SPY going to break through VWAP here? And it's trying. It's trying over here. Let's see. And no, didn't like it. Didn't like it. So let's see. That was a little retest of the VWAP. If it makes a new low, we could be seeing that VWAP test come down all day long. Let's see. So Amy's at 2170 right now. Let's see what's going to happen over here. Algos are in control. Yep. Is eToro not working? A lot of people are saying eToro is not working. But remember, eToro is mainly a crypto platform. eToro was mainly like marketed as a big crypto platform. So if crypto is having a lot of wildness go on, it's probably a weird situation going on with how crypto is moving. So let's see. More audio numbers for us driving? Yeah, absolutely. So Amy is coming up a little bit here. It is at 2184. GME is at 127.26. The SPY is looking for another VWAP test here. Coming back up, it's at 461.55, down about 1%. So let's see what's going to happen with the market today. VWAP is kind of flattening out here. The 50 is still coming down. If we come up and test that 50, that's going to kind of suck for my SPY puts, but who knows? I got in a little early, made a little bit of a YOLO play. Let's see. Amy now 21.92, coming back up a little bit here. GME trying to move to 128.12. Let's see what's going to happen. I think Tesla will print. I think Tesla like leaps could be decent unless the rate hikes are going to just murk everything, which is possible. What's stopping them from taking it to 10? They are in full control. Nope, they are not in full control. They've never been in full control. That's why we're able to run all the way up to those much higher levels. If they were in that control, we would have never gotten above 10. So that's kind of what you got to think about. If they had the amount of power that a lot of people like to say that they do, then we would have never gotten above and broken out that 1450. You're up 1,400% on your Zynga calls. Think it has more room to run? Let's take a look. Now, we're still up a little bit on these SPY puts today. So let's see. Zynga, 40% right now. I'd be careful with that thing. All right, SPY moving down. It is close to the low of the day. After that's just made a new low, coming back up a little bit. 460.94 is the new low on the SPY. So let's take a look. Like the stream, you animals. Thank you. Ortex on AMC. Any new shorts? Let's take a look. It was 77K. Yeah, no, nothing too crazy. Estimated shares sold short 90.92 million, so like 91 million. 17.71% estimated short interest. I think SPY is going to keep moving down for a while, so let's see what happens here. I'll hold these SPY puts for a little bit, but this is going to be like a little quick flip. What happened Friday close? Nonsense is what it was. We saw somebody come in and try to kind of not pump it up, but try to get a buy order in, but it just got filled late. So we saw it right at close shoot up to 23.11, but they had to, I guess, like recalibrate what was going on, and it ended up being 22.99. But here's the thing. This is what I want to say about Friday. It was a giant FU to retail investors. Here's why. The fact that we close a penny below 23 doesn't mean that we're going to see a lot of those puts getting exercised and a lot of extra shorting coming in today. That's not necessarily what it means. Because if you own, this is what happens when you own a put. You own the right to sell at a certain price. It's essentially insurance. Oh, there we go, SPY. So when you own insurance, and you literally could go out and sell your shares on the open market for $22.99 versus whatever your put says at 23. It's a negligible difference. It's a penny. So per 100 shares, it's $1. So what they did was just say, screw you to retail investors, because if we finished above 23, it was potentially 1.5 million shares that would have been needed to get bought back based off the hedge of those puts. And they didn't want to put that buying volume back in. like I was saying it on the stream, I was like, yeah, if we close below 23, it doesn't really matter. Like, we're not going to see just like crazy price action based off that. What we're seeing today is just a move based off of how the market is doing it. This isn't like a close below 23 move. What we saw was just not like, they were just trying to get those contracts out of the money just so they wouldn't have to unhedge those puts. That's literally what it was. And it was just a BS nonsense move. Bought 100 more AMC and 20 more GME. The shares are safe with me. Over 5,000 AMC and ooh, Dan P. There you go. All right. SPY's kind of doing its, oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah. See, I wanted to get the 469s, 459s, but they don't have those, which is stupid. It's nonsense. Like, I hate when they do this, but you just kind of got to do. All right, I'm up 51% on these SPY puts right now. This is not bad. Having a good start to the day. Let's see. Amy coming down. Probably going to hold these SPY puts. Why sell? Like, we're seeing that VWAP test, and it's going to continue to come down. Try to counteract some of these losses on Amy with some trades, and then buy some more. That's kind of what we're looking at here. I'm up like 5 AMC shares on this, which is nice. Let's see. All right, market selling off. GME kind of holding. Amy coming down below VWAP. What's Lowe's doing? Damn, man, I wanted those freaking Lowe's puts. I wanted those. Made money on my Lucid puts and closed out, says One Fast Duster. There you go. SPY is starting to come down now, so let's see what happens. I mean, we're just hitting 30 trades on SPY, I guess, to start off the day. All right. Yeah, also, if you guys don't mind, for everybody new filtered in, just dropping some likes on the streams helps out with the algo a little bit. Let's see here. All right. So we got these SPY puts coming down. Here we go. Drop 10K on GME at 200. Oh, man. Man, oh, man. Either they're shorting or market sell-off. Yeah, it's both. Like, look at these. Look at what SPY's down. 1.2%. That's a big move. I mean, Amy's getting a little candle here. It's holding up like after this initial move, it's holding up decently after the market opened. But let's see here. Lowe's coming up. Motherfucker. What are the, hold on. I still want these Lowe's puts. So let's see what they're pricing in. Let's see. Why are the red candles always so big and the green so small? The buyers just aren't stepping back in to counteract this. That's what we've been looking at here. All right. Shit. These are expensive. Very expensive. Jeez, these are up a lot today off this Lowe's move. All right. Amy coming back up to VWAP here. GME trying to do the same thing. SPY getting a little bit of a pop here, but let's see what happens. It kind of likes to do these types of things. Fake squeeze? No. You can't fake squeeze it. You literally can't. Here's why. If you had the ability to make it move in the upward direction, well, you then would also have the ability to keep it down. So if you're short, why would you ever want it to go up? Here comes SPY again. BBIG. Nah, not doing well today. All right, SPY looking for a new low at 460.25. It's probably going to get it. Tilray up 20%. What's Netflix? Is Netflix ripping right now? Or is it tanking too? Netflix. Whoa, that's a little bit of a weird move over there. Huh, buddy? Looks like decent volume to me on Amy, not just our stock selling. Look at Tesla, Council Murray, 100%, man. Everything is really starting to sell off. Also, good to see you in here, my man. Volume on Amy right now, 5.43 million. Oh, there comes SPY again, new low. Well, looks like we're hitting 30 SPY trades again today. Up 60% on some SPY puts. Nice. So if anybody got some of those when we were getting in earlier, you are up a lot right now. So did anybody get SPY puts today when I was looking at it? What low can we expect on AMC today? If we're going to really, really start to sell off, watch 2080 and then 2027. SPY is getting murked. And Amy's holding up decent right now. But SPY is getting assaulted. Bought some deep in the money calls. Meat jacket. There you go. Does that help the same way buying straight shares would? It's actually better. Meat jacket. So here's what buying deep in the money calls does. So when you're looking at deep in the money calls, let's just say that you are buying So let's just say you're putting X amount of money into these deep out of the money in the money calls. When the market maker sees that, well, that they have to hedge. If it's right around the money and they're kind of messing around with trying to balance the puts and calls, they're pretty much fine. But if you buy a deep in the money call, what they do is you're taking your own money and forcing the market maker to buy 2x, 3x, 4x in the dollar amount of shares out on the open market to hedge. So those deep in the money contracts are very, very helpful in trying to get the price to go up. Amy coming back up a little bit. It's down 4.8. SPY's bouncing a little bit here, but overall, it looks like it wants to just bleed out for a while. So let's see what happens here. Low of the day, 459.82. These contracts are up now 56%, but let's see. These are going to be volatile contracts. I really didn't put a whole, I think I bought 3 contracts on the scale in over here. If we were going to see a retest, I was going to add to it, but Amy getting a little bit of action here. SPY's trying to move back up a little bit, but let's see. If it comes back up and tests VWAP and comes back down, probably going to make a new low. That's kind of what we like to see. So the 50 strategy where it tests, it's also pretty much the same with VWAP. It does it the same way over there too. Bought 6 GME shares. There you go. That's my thought process. Just wanted to verify. Nice. Yeah, meat jacket. There you go. Made some QQQ puts here in Germany, like 4 hours before the market opened. How'd you do that 4 hours before the market opened? All right. SPY looking like it wants to come up a little bit. GME curling. Let's see over here what we're looking at. On the 5-minute, SPY still looks like it wants to just plummet. So let's take a look here. Make sure you mention the delta on the calls for how much they hedge. Yeah. So the delta on the calls is literally just a percent based on like, so if the delta is 0.5, they're going to hedge 50%. So each option contract controls 100 shares. So if the delta is 0.5, then they're going to buy 50 shares. Whoever bought puts on Lucid is getting smoked at the moment. I remember they said they closed out. So let's see here. All right. When we must, you'll be able to tell who's a new 8 buying, seeing why are you selling hold the line? Yeah. There's some crazy high ass prices on Webull level 2, 750, 800, 1100 with a lot of volume on like Amy. That's kind of weird. Hold on. What's going on Twitter right now? Oh, Charles Payne is coming at Gary to kind of see what's going on. Why won't Gary come on Fox? AMC weird cup and handle for me. I mean, sort of. Where on what time frame? Like this is sort of a cup and handle right here, but it's still coming down to VWAP. SPY's moving back down now too. It's just overall weakness in the market today. I don't think buyers are really going to step back in. That's why I'm probably going to hold these SPY puts for a while. I mean, I didn't put that much money into them, which is kind of a good thing. This is kind of what you got to look at trading options. If you put a lesser dollar amount in, you're going to be more comfortable holding it. Like if I put $800 into the SPY trade and it started to go against me right here, I'd probably be like, oh, that sucks. And be like, uh-oh, I want to get out. Let's see. Gensler prefers the Citadel News Network, CNBC. Yeah. All right. Amy. 2180 or 2192 on AMC. From the last time that we did that little audio update, hasn't really changed a whole lot. GME down 9% right here for literally no reason. Chan, what's up, man? Chan, hopefully you got some of those SPY puts that we were talking about earlier so you can make a little bit of money besides being a little sad boy in my live chat. But Chan, you're always welcome to come in here. Hopefully you are looking at these dips on these 2 stocks that we like to talk about, and hopefully you're like, tasty dip. But Chan, I would like to see you come in here today and or anytime and just provide like a reasonable argument why you don't like these stocks. I would really like that. But right now, we're just kind of sitting here making money on SPY puts, watching AMC and GME, having a nice time. Trash. Hi, Chad. How you doing, buddy? Can you check the GME Ortex data? Yeah, it's pretty nasty. All right, SPY new low. Pay me. All right, GME. Right here. All right. 24,000 shares borrowed, utilization 80.17, really stepping up there. Estimated short interest right now 16.69% on GME. Days to cover 4.61, pretty deep. Here we go, SPY. Pay me 76% on these SPY calls. Chan could never. Ask them to show you on the doll where Chin Chin says liar. Chin Chin, you weren't watching. That's buy puts like right here, and now we're printing. Let's see here. I mean, guys, okay, I'm gonna ask this again. Did anybody get spy puts? Like you shouldn't have, but like when we were looking out, these spy puts are dirty. That's nice. Let's see. AMC testing export at 1956. Yeah, it might be. How and when do you sell puts? You would sell puts when you're, I mean, bullish sort of on a stock. Basically, when you sell a put, you're saying, hey, I'm willing to buy at this price. So for Amy right now, if you sold a put at 20, you're saying, hey, I'm willing to buy at 20. All right, GME coming down, rejected off VWAP. AMC just went down below VWAP. SPY is continually making new lows right now, down 1.4%. Where's Lowe's? If Lowe's is still coming down, I'm going to be really, really pissed. Damn, man. Honestly, I almost have to play the reversal now going into earnings. I wanted that so bad. Lowe's was so perfect on the dip. So perfect. Up 160%. John, there you go. I don't make my decision based on other people's trades. 100%. Very, very good way to do it. I was just kind of asking if people were looking at it too. All right. We are really, really getting nutty on these spy puts right now. This is nice. Do I wish I put some more money into them? Yeah. But, you know, I was looking for, honestly, the spot to take out more was right here. So if we test VWAP again, I might come and get more, but I don't know. Two spy, 3 QQQ. There you go. I have 3 spy contracts right now. All right, let's see. Amy 2163 down about 5.6% or 5.9%. GME down 9% for literally no reason except for the market absolutely having a terrible time. Bear trap on AMC? Yeah. Is AMC going to 5? No. Let's see. You want Ortex on Amy? Yeah, we can give you a little Ortex update on AMC. Also, for everybody in here right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, just kind of helps out with the algo over here. Get some more people in here. Nothing changed. 17.71% estimated short interest. Sell when the green candle crosses the 13 MA. Yes, you definitely could on the 5-minute. It's not even close to it right now, though. Not even close. The problem is that here's how I use that strategy. I do it a little bit differently, and this is what I was talking to Gabe about when we were doing it. I want basically an indicator that says take profit. When it crosses the 13, that's the take profit indicator. And then when he uses the 30 EMA, I like the 30 MA just because it's going to give you a little bit more wiggle room. Because if it uses the 30 as like support or resistance, it could just come up and make a new high or a new low. You got SPY put, it's up 80%. Stephanie, there you go. Vix, do you think it was Criminal Friday or just our luck? I would say just our luck. It just kind of came in and just like it came in a little bit late, it looks like. STV Synthetic Ankles, thank you so much for the super. If you hit the like, he will show you his ankles. Just a rumor. I got extra words to type. So nice haircut. Don't skip leg day. Hydrate. STV Synthetic Ankles, I just appreciate that. Chan Chan says scammer. Chan Chan. Here's the thing. I don't sell a whole lot of things. Chan Chan says scammer and liar. Chan Chan, buddy, you can come in here all you want and talk nonsense, but at the end of the day, you're going to need to provide an actual argument against these stocks, because at the end of the day, right now, you just look silly. Like you just look like a dollar store human coming into my live chat right now. And I'm literally sitting here just making money, and you are sitting here yelling at me. Like, that's fine. If we hit $30, we're seeing ankles, Chan Chan. Yeah, exactly. That's true. He DM'd me the ankles after my first super. Rants, stop it. Hope you had a good weekend. Has a short position for GME changed from Friday? Yes. Stephanie says SPY put up 90%. Stephanie, there you go. For GME, yeah, it's really, really stepping up. So I know we talk a lot of AMC over here, but I mean, I also hold GME. I hold both. So I mean, I'm bullish on both of them. So utilization really stepped up. Short interest change, I mean, a little bit, 0.21% from Friday, but they took out 2.25, I believe, million shares against, oh my God, SPY still coming down. This is going to be nasty right here. Amy coming down 6.35. Here we go. Geo, isn't this a lot more fun than what we usually do when I just sit here and I'm like, oh, I wish I had cash. So I'm up 115% on SPY puts right now. Chan Chan, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. SPY put up 119%. Oh, there we go, people. Making money over here, huh? Here's the thing. Like, I'm probably up a bunch of AMC shares right now. Will I mean, maybe I'll buy some GME too. I need some more GME. Let's see. SPY down 1.5% on the 5-minute. It is still looking like it. Oh my God. We're staying in this one. You need to be watching SQQQ. Family, I just don't like trading the 3 times levered ones. I just don't like it. I don't like rooting against SPY because that doesn't help us. I agree. But again, at the end of the day, if you're going to see opportunity in the market to basically hedge yourself, you might as well take it. Like, would you rather sit here and be like, oh, shoot, everything's going down? Or would you like something that's going to counteract the losses that you're going to take on your long positions? For me, if there's an opportunity right here, like we're seeing on SPY today, like I obviously want to see it. If SPY breaks 459, watch it flush. So watch SPY around 459. But AMI right now, 2166, 2166. Kind of staying flat with all of these moves, which I don't know. If the market starts to bounce back, I mean, that's going to be decent. GME's kind of holding on here. Lowe's is kind of coming down 2 point. What do you guys want on the top right? That's a better question. What do you guys want me to put on the top right? Why haven't they hedged the calls? Because they don't really need to right now. Because if they can keep everything within a certain range, they can basically just show their computer that they're directionally neutral, delta neutral, direction, everything on the chart, or not on the chart, on their system, to basically say, yeah, we don't have to hedge it right now. Totally. But when you see QQQ drop like a, how can you not bet on a 3x stock? You'd have to trade the dailies on it, family. I'm not holding anything overnight. Vix, can I get an Ortex update on BBIG? Andrew, yeah. So it was like 23% earlier today when we were looking at it. AMC's coming up a little bit here. Hold on now. So BBIG, 23.03% estimated short interest, 352,000 shares borrowed against it today. Utilization 99%. All right. SPY now at 459. If it breaks below with any momentum, watch it flush. Amy holding up kind of decently on this. So this is kind of what we want to see here. Overall, just kind of messing around. SPY tank, AMC up. That's what we want to see. Let's see. Don't mind getting the dip out of the way early in the week. Usually bounces back harder in this scenario. Yeah. Stephanie, how much are you up on those SPY calls now? SPY puts now. Tesla top right? Deal. I'm down for some Tesla top right. Oh, here it comes. All right, so I'll tell you guys now what I have on SPY. I have the 458s. I wanted the 459s, but they didn't have them on the chain for some reason. They don't like to give me what I want usually. So let's see what happens here. If SPY continues to drop, this is going to get nasty. So, I mean, with this move right here in the overall market and AMC kind of staying right around VWAP here, I mean, it's decent. Like the buyers are kind of holding it up a little bit, but like, look what we were saying. If SPY breaks 459, it's going to flush. So these are really coming down. News incoming, GME about to hit a new low. 126.50. It's like 10 cent. Yep, it might. Yeah, SPY's coming down now. Jeez, man. You got the 456s? Dude, if those print for you, oh, that's going to be nasty. What day, though? Did you get the dailies? What was the news? I didn't see any news. Gonna get a good deal on a Lambo. Just wait for after MOAS. Yeah, had a SQQQ $7 strike this morning. I bet. Yeah, that's probably. Well, here it comes. Man, literally first trade back with the freaking, 160% right now. I'll freaking take it, my man. Hit the like, guys. Yeah, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, it just helps out. Hopefully everybody's making a bunch of money with some of these puts right now. I mean, I didn't tell you what striker expiration date like originally because I don't want to get in trouble. But I mean, I think we got them around here. So we're seeing the move. What's it looking like on the 5-minute still? Oh my God, this is going to be dirty. Daily's up 160%. That's what I have right now. Bought another 50 shares. Hard MF. There you go, my man. Hey, Austin, don't hate on my boy, bro. I'll time you out for that. You can come in here and be a little bit like bearish and share your thoughts on the market, but don't hate on my buddy like that. Is eToro still down? I think so. I don't have eToro, so I don't know. I have the 56s and the 58s. Geo. Looks like we're going to print on these. I freaking wanted Lowe's. I'm so pissed that it didn't give me a little bit of time to get those Lowe's puts. Saying too much. That's just kind of how we do things over here. I'm a glutton for abuse. Hard MF. There you go. Many of us can't do calls and puts as we don't know how or have more money holding shares only 1 year today in AMC need a price rise. Joanne, here's the thing. If you want to be in this market for the long term, and this isn't me being like an asshole, like this, if you want to be in the market long term, and right now you're saying you don't understand how to trade options, that's fine. And not a lot of people do. It's sometimes complicated. They're derivatives. They can move crazy. You can lose a lot of money. You can also make a bunch of money. So the best thing to do is when we're sitting here kind of watching AMC flicker around and kind of freak out on a day-to-day basis, I'd like people to like learn something so that even after AMC is done, you have the tools that you need to make money in this market going forward. And after this all plays out, like, okay, if you want to be able to trade and use some of your money after a potential wild squeeze, well, then you can. Let the rocket take off? Yeah. When do you think AMC will go back up? We're going to need to see the buyer step back in, and we need to see a little bit of a touch of the danger zone. So danger zone right now is probably 35 to 42. If we can get into that range, it's going to be a little bit nasty. But again, with the market selling off like this, we're going to get a little bit hit. Like, you just got to think about this. Like, I mean, we could be seeing a little bit of a W here, but this is literally straight linear down. We haven't even seen really a retest. We saw a test a little bit of the VWAP, but everything else is just down, 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 down. Can you check out Delta family? Of course I can. Of course I can. All right. Delta bouncing off of the lows right here. With Delta selling off today, I mean, what we're seeing on the overall market, I think it's like this Delta Cron stuff, which is it's nonsense. Here's the thing. Again, I'm going to say this again, and I've said it before. If you want a fearmonger, just put my classes online, please. Please and thank you. Just put my classes online so I can continue to do this all the time. Here's something funny. When my classes start, I'm literally going to have headphones in online, and I'm still going to be here with you guys. I just need to make sure I'm on mute. Sev, thank you so much for the super. Hi, bro. Not sure why your stream keeps freezing or getting blurry. Sev, thank you for that. I did not know that was happening over here. Ooh, a little spy pop. I did not know that was happening, but that's weird. All right, watch this spy pop here. Yeah, a little bit of a pop on the 5 minute. If MACD crosses and we start moving up, I'm out. I will be out. Take my money and run, buy some more AMC and GME and look for the next trade. Let's see. My classes start today, says Will. Oof, that's rough. All right, if this candle starts to come green, all right, let's see what happens over here. All right, Amy moving back up. Let's see. We're about 37 minutes into the market today. You told me it was freezing? Yeah, I don't know what's going on. The Wi-Fi in my building, the reason why there was no video yesterday is because the Wi-Fi literally didn't work in my building. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that explain options in an easy to understand way. Yes, I would definitely go take a look at those if you're curious about options and start slow. Definitely paper trade first. All right, watch and spy here. These contracts probably just went down off that move. All right, let's see. Do you like the MA moving? Why do you like it so much? On the 1 minute that we're looking at here, I mean, it just gives you a good understanding of like where things are going to go and where it's going to see resistance. What we see typically almost every day. I mean, it'll test VWAP or the 50, then come right back down. Test VWAP or the 50, come right back down. So I'm watching this right here. The contracts are probably bleeding out right now, but we're still up a decent amount. I didn't put that much into them, so let's see what's going to happen. Let me see. How much are these contracts up now? Still probably 100%. At 83% right now on these SPY puts right now still. You can't top ticket all the time, but let's see what's going to happen. Review Dorks video rocks? Yeah. Yeah, I love the 1340. Hold on, let me look over here and see what's going on. All right, let's see. We kind of just counteracted that last 5 minute candle. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what happens at 459.50. If it starts to come up then, maybe I'll just get out. But let's see. I don't know. This is like the first nice little pop that we've seen, but it can always come back down. GME just got a random red candle over here, down 11%. That was kind of nonsense over here. Amy coming up to its 50. But again, if it touches the 50 and comes down, not going to be the best sign. GME breaking down. Yeah. Yeah. All right, 459.52. Well, came back down a little bit. Let's see if the sellers are going to cut. Max pain for AMC this week, I believe, is 24. I think we looked at it a little bit earlier. All right, Amy popping up. I don't know. Do I want to take these SPY puts out right now? 64%? I don't know. What do we think? What do we think, people? What are we thinking? Ryan, anyone that wants to learn options, go watch Review Dork's videos. He put out 3 to 4 amazing videos on options trading this weekend. Oh yeah, he did. Those are good videos too. I would definitely go watch those. I'm loving those. STV synthetic ankles. Thank you so much for the super. Hit the like, you apes equals ankles. Bro, I'm not gonna show you my ankles. You're being a sussball over here. All right, GME bouncing off of these lows a little bit. Low of the day, 124.06. SPY coming back down. Let's see what happens here. I'm watching it closely now. This would be a nice quick in and out. Nice little trade of 70%. I'll take it. But again, the overall trend is still down. So let's see. Take your money and run. Not yet. We just went from being up 60% to 97% on one of those candles. That's what happened there. So SPY coming back down. This is probably another resistance level right here that we're just not seeing. Adrian, thank you for the super. Bro, I need your help / opinion. Adrian, let me know. What do you need? Show us your ankles if GME breaks 200. Yeah, GME 200, AMC 30. I will show you my ankles. You weirdos. All right. I might take these SPY puts soon, or I'll just sell one of them. One or two of them. Honestly, hold on. What are these up right now? 116%. Maybe I'll sell 2 of them and leave the other one to just fly to the end of the day. This has to be a correction. Yeah, a little bit. Sussball. Tesla back up. Yeah. Tesla's green. How the heck did that happen with SPY? GME coming down. Amy hanging out over here. All right. Where's Tesla? Yeah, Adrian, what's your question, buddy? All right. GME selling hard here. I'm up 1,400% on my first options play. Do you sell? Adrian, I cannot give you direct financial advice, but what I would say is you have to be very, very careful with thinking about risk and reward. If that option, it's possible that it is not in the money right now. It's possible. I've seen it happen. I've been up 2,000% and my contracts aren't in the money. It is possible still that contract expires worthless. So at this point, what I would typically do is look at scaling out or start to take some profits off of the table, make the trade free, and just play with house money. If you want to YOLO it and start like holding it until expiration, then you're perfectly okay with doing that. You just have to be okay with potentially losing all of your money. So be careful. I can't tell you what to do, though. That's the issue here. But 1,400% is now. All right, SPY just made a new low here coming down. Looks like it was a good decision to hold those SPY puts. They're about to go in the money. I'm up 176%. Everybody in any kind of index put right now is crushing it. Luke, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. I lost 19K my first year in options. I wanted fast, quick money. An idiot I was. It happens, man. Everybody blows up their account. All right, watch SPY. Oh, here we go. 458. It's coming down again. I've blown up accounts. I took my first options trading account from like 2,000 to like 13,000 and then blew it up. It happens. But here's the thing. You learn a lot of lessons from blowing up your account. Lots of lessons on risk management. So you almost have to blow up an account to like really figure it out. Like a paper trading account is going to be helpful to you, but you're never really going to understand like, okay, this is really what I have to do unless it's your own money and you're trading with your emotions. Like, oh my God, these SPY puts are going nuts. GME down 15%. Jeez. GME's down 13.5. Amy coming back up a little bit, down 5.87. SPY is coming down. Let's see here. SPY negative 500. Yeah. Hit the like, guys. Yeah, if you guys don't mind, just hit the like button on the stream. GME's not halted because it's not enough in a short amount of time. This is like $9 in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 minutes. So SPY hanging right around where my strike is. I'm up 193%. Man, okay. So you guys want to hear something funny? I just loaded up like $1,000 or 50. Okay, so I put like 1,500 in. Then I like kind of FOMO'd. Not really. I kind of panic bought the dip on AMC. So now I'm trading with like $1,000. Literally just 50% of it today. Just now, if I sold right here. Am I going to on these SPY puts? No, I'm holding them. So let's see what happens. GME dip before the rip, and it could be. You're going to see a lot of people come out today on GME and use that Volkswagen chart and be like, we are here. And it's like, okay, every single time. 103%. Sweet. There you go, Bob. Nothing like blowing up an account for learning. Just start small. Yeah, exactly. Try day trading futures. I'd be careful with futures. SPY new lows over here. This is one of those days, I guess, where I wit. See, this is the thing right here. I wish I put more money into these SPY puts. Wish I put more money in. But here's the thing. The fact that I didn't put a lot of money into this trade right now is a lesson for everybody. You don't need a lot of money in order to really, really make a decent amount. Like this trade right now is up about $400. And I only got 3 contracts. If I went with the YOLO-y stuff, I mean, I'm trying to play it small and like just get small wins to like stack them up. But like right now, like, yeah, I obviously wish I put more money into this because if I put like $500 into this, I'd be up like $1,500. It's fine. I mean, I'll take it here, but all right, 50 just crossed below the VWAP. Let's see if the VWAPs, I mean, if the 50 really starts to come down, this is going to look good for the SPY trade. AMC is flat. Literally flat from after that initial sell-off. We're at 2172, holding up decently right here. GME trying to come back up. Let's see what's going to happen over here, though. Lucid going back up. Yeah, what's Cinemark doing today? Let's see. Man, I wish I understood options. Okay, we can do a weekend stream where we just talk about options. Lucid coming up. It's trying here. SPY's trying to come up too, but again, we're seeing these little pops, but they're not like. It's just some buyers are stepping back in. Hindsight is always 20/20. Matt Synthetic Girlfriend, 100%. But here's the thing. I've done it before where I put a lot of more money into a trade and then it goes against me, or I'm not comfortable personally with putting that amount of money into the trade to see it go down 30% and then hold it through. This one's a little different because it was like instantly profit. And if I had that amount of money in the trade, I probably would have sold out around here. Like I wouldn't have held it. Now I'm holding it because it's not that much money that I put into the trade. Even if it goes to 0, which I wouldn't let that happen, like I'd still be fine. You trade contracts for difference? Yeah. The SPY isn't even close to the 13 EMA, still feeling comfortable holding them? Yeah, I am. I like that option stream. I have a lot of questions. Never traded options. Okay, we can definitely do that this weekend. That's what we'll do. All right, AMC coming back up now with the SPY coming down. It's perfect. I mean, it's still down 5%. GME trying to come up here. SPY's making new lows at 457.47. My contracts are nicely in the money now. Geo, how are yours doing? AMC gap at 38.90. I think we could see it. My Nvidia might be a good call play. Yeah. Can I see this, Vix? Adrian, yeah, I can see you there. The play was Zynga. Total cost $15. Break-even price was $6.65. Expiration date January 2021. Do I sell? Adrian, I can't tell you to sell or not. I've given you my opinion on it. You gotta here's what you have to think about. These are the questions that you have to ask yourself when you're trading. Am I okay if this position starts to go against me here? You've already crushed it, buddy. You've literally crushed it. If your contracts are deep in the money, yeah, they might go up another like couple percent. You might get it up to 1,500, 1,600%. But is it going to go up to 10,000%? I don't know. It's kind of already made the move. So you really got to be careful with what you're doing there. Like if you're fine and you think on your trading that it's going to start to come back up or keep going up, then hold it. But if not, then you really got to start thinking about, okay, this might be a good time to take profit. SPY is trying to make a little bit of a move here, but let's see what's going to happen. All right, everything's starting to move up here. SPY trying as well. Let's see. It's at 458. I mean, Amy coming back up here a little bit. Let's see if she can go green. AMC 22 right now. Yeah, 2194 right now. SPY coming back down. Disagree a bit on your comment. Whether it is a little or a lot of money doesn't matter. What drives your exit should be risk return targets for when learning to trade. Yes, Nick, I agree with you. But the thing is that if you put a larger amount of money into the trade, it's going to affect you differently emotionally. That's what I'm talking about. My stream keeps freezing. What is this nonsense going on? All right, I'll fix that for what do you call it? I'll fix that for the afternoon stream. I think I just have to like reset my computer if it's running weird. So we'll fix that for the afternoon stream. But I mean, for now, I think we're all right. All right. SPY moving down here. How much are these contracts up? 227%. Oh, looks like the VIX is back. Not freezing for me. There you go. All reset. Yeah, your stream's been fine. Okay, cool. I'm freezing. This is nonsense. This is nonsense over here. Exactly. Learn to not make your trade profit and loss affect you emotionally is the point. Yes, that's okay. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm still learning. All right, SPY new lows. Here it comes. Here it comes. If these contracts go up, like, Jesus, the thing is that everything is saying stay in the trade. So that's what I'm going to do. Freezing every few minutes. That's nonsense. Also, if you guys don't mind, just hit that like button on the stream. It just helps out with the algo. Hopefully you guys are making some money today. I mean, I'm sitting over here doing decent. So this is nice. This trade that I had, I literally, here's the power of options. I put $150 into the trade. And it's counteracting some of the loss on like all of like in this specific account, the AMC and GME losses today. So that's why we want everybody to be able to, like, I'm going to buy with this gain right now. I'm definitely going to be buying more AMC, GM, and GME. Super down for an options weekend course. Sunday night, we could run it. We'll get TMI on here. We'll try to get Trey too if he's free. We'll try to get definitely Review Dork on here, and then we'll go for it. It might be your internet. Yeah, it probably is. The internet in this apartment building is nonsense. Like, they hate it. All right. Amy at 2191. SPY bouncing a little bit here, but it just made a new low, so I'm holding it. GME down 12%. Lucid coming up. Lucid starting to make some moves here. SPY's starting to get a little bit up 129% on TQQQ so far. John, there you go. CFVI is up. That's Rumble, isn't it? So the fake squeeze is over. No cable TV. There was never a fake squeeze. Oh, in the money? Stephanie, yes. He has great options videos. That dude knows his stuff. I've watched a couple of his videos in the past. Really, 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 really informative. So institutions with long positions, can they not push the price up? They can. It just depends on when they want to do it. Like, when are they going to look and be like, yeah, this is where we want to buy. Great comment. Everything is telling you to stay in the trade. Great. Pick a few things that you monitor. And when those change, there may be a change of sentiment, then get out. Yeah, exactly. Like with what I'm looking at on the SPY right now, we haven't even touched VWAP in a while. Like, if we're going to, I mean, it would suck if it started to come up to VWAP. That's the only issue with this. But everything on the 1348 strategy is saying, yeah, you should probably stay in. Let's see. Subi Sickness is in here. What's going on, man? How you doing? All right. GME down 12%. AMC down 4.55. Coming back up a little bit here. Lucid just went green. Here we go. SPY is still trying to make that move down. Let's see here. It's going to get to the point today in about like an hour and a half where theta is going to start to get me. So I'll probably be out by the time we close off this stream this morning. I know you stream pretty much all day, but I missed the late night fix. Got to do some after hours again, maybe on the next heavy green day. Yeah, we can. The problem is that I just get tired, guys. Like, that's the thing. Like doing the streams, it's fun and stuff, but the late night streams took a toll. Like, those were a lot because we used to do them from like 8 to 10:30 at night. Like, those were a lot. But let's see here. Amy popping back up here a little bit above 22 now, and the SPY is kind of hanging right around the lows here. This is nice. This is not GME coming back up. SPY kind of hanging out at the low. Ooh, look at this candle over here coming up to the 200 MA. Ooh, Amy looking like she wants to get a little bit jumpy here. Ooh, that's kind of nice to see, huh? Just bought 10 shares of TQQQ. Not going all in until I see some rebound. Yeah, that's inverse, right? TQQQ is inverse. You don't want to feel trapped by your stream? No, it's not that. I just get tired. Like I like the daytime streams a lot more because there's stuff happening. Like, it's hard to stream sometimes when there's like not stuff moving on the chart. All right. Here we go. STV Synthetic Ankles, thank you so much for the super. Please do a Discord channel for everyone to hang out in. It's easy to host. Do Patreon for subscribers. Show me the ankles. Yeah, we could definitely start a Discord. Only if you guys are interested in it, though. I have a couple of ideas. Also, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. I have a couple of ideas what I want to do with the Discord. I wouldn't do like buy and sell alerts. I can't do that. I'm not gonna. I'm not messing around with that. I don't want to have any type of issues with freaking giving financial advice, but I'll talk about like overall things moving and like what I'm looking at and why. And the thing is that there's going to be people in here like Nick right here is like most likely very, very good trader with what he's saying right now, like knows his stuff. So we can get a lot of people in there that also know what they're doing. Like my strong suit, I think, is looking at the news that's coming out and being like, okay, this is probably how things are going to move. And then making trades based off of that. So I'll just like explain all the news and stuff like I do in my videos sometimes, but it would be easier if I just wanted to do a channel. It was like, hey, this happened. This is probably what we're going to see. Look for this, 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 and this. And that's kind of what we go with. All right. SPY. Looking like it wants to get above 458 again. Let's see what's going to happen here. GME coming down. AME coming down. Most likely this is a little IWM sell-off. So let's pull up IWM really quickly. That did not work. Not really. Hold on. Is that a T? It might be a TLT move. It's so predictable. Every time Amy gets some momentum, they smack her. Yeah, they do. But all right, so SPY is not really making any new lows right now. It's kind of hanging out. Let's see. What are these contracts doing? They're up 187%. Nice. Thomas McAndrews, thank you so much for the super. I'm buying for Betty White. There you go. No disrespect, but why are people bringing Review Dork back on? Because he has a lot to offer to the community, and a lot of people are making money with his strategies and like to hear what he has to say. You can not like him or you can like him. It's fine. You can not like people or you can like people. It's perfectly fine. Nobody can take down your Discord server. True. Watch volume candles and price candles to identify who's in control, demand versus supply. Yeah, I mean, in general, over here, the selling volume is a lot more than what we've been seeing on the buying volume. So if we're going to see it step back up, I mean, SPY's bouncing up a little bit here. Let me take a look over here. MACD looks like it wants to cross. The last time it was looking like it wanted to cross, it didn't. It just was like, no, I'm not going to do it. So we might get another little bit of a, not like a squeeze, but like a little squeezy out of this little SPY fall. But other than that, Amy 22 SCV synthetic ankles. Thank you so much for the super, man. I'm buying for Bob Saget. Yep. All right. What is the VIX doing right now? Probably selling off a little bit. If I pull it up, it's going to rearrange all. I can look at VXX. All right. Lucid getting jumpy here. All right. Let's see what's going to happen with the SPY. I'm looking at it right here. I'm looking honestly for a little bit. Oh, that's a big jump with where the 50 is. I don't like that. Bob Saget died yesterday. Yeah. The Santa rally was fake. No, it's just we don't have to see it all the time. We did see a Santa rally, but it's a little late for a Santa rally to happen. Like we've already seen the move. I broke all-time highs in like the first couple of days of the year. Amy coming back up here, 2203. SPY's looking like it wants to make a little bit of a move here, but let's see what's going to happen. Coming back down. Hold on now. The sellers are taking control. All right, so that's a decent green candle here on the SPY. So let's see. Yeah, also, if everybody doesn't mind just hitting that like button on the stream, just helps out with the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for being so supportive of the streams recently. And also, shout out to everybody new that's coming in here from the streams last week. You guys are always welcome to come in here and hang out with me when we're streaming. He has his own channel. He doesn't need to come onto others and spread his BS strategies and tax. What are you talking about? Let's see. What's going on with crypto? Random huge sell-off. I mean, Gary Gensler's comments weren't good, but crypto was kind of already selling off to begin with. All right, SPY coming back down. This red candle doesn't have a whole lot of volume here. Let me see. A little bit. I don't know why it's not giving me this on the SPY. All right, hold on now. Do you ski or snowboard? I used to like compete with like the slope style competitions and skiing when I was a kid. My wrist cracked now from learning how to snowboard. Like I have a lot of random injuries from skiing. Let's see here. All right, come on, SPY. Do one last little floop, and then we can take it and run. Unless it starts to make new lows again, which honestly, it might. So let's see here. We are watching the correction SCV, and everyone has been seeing in the market. We should not be surprised and should be ready. Thanks for the info. Family, anytime, man. Green stick broke my arm skiing. Yeah. Is it true A sold about 700,000 worth recently? Yeah, he might have, but that's not up to him. Like he doesn't go out and be like, oh, I want to sell. That's not how it works. I haven't seen it. He also got granted a bunch of shares due to his executive compensation package. So he has more shares than he previously did. when I was a kid. Jordan, you know what, man? CFV is up 5%. Yeah. All right, come on, SPY. Do your thing here. Not sold, bought. Yeah, he bought. No, he didn't buy. He was just granted them due to, like, on his executive compensation package. He was granted them. He didn't buy. I think the exercise price was like 0. He was granted them. All right, GME's down about 12. AMC's down 4.4, hanging right around 22. SPY's coming back down. Let's see what's going to happen here. A lot of red on my watch list. Looks like everything is moving the same as crypto right now, or crypto's moving the same as everything. If you do an options trading videos Sunday, can you record it and post it? It'll be a live stream, so you can just come in and watch it again. And the thing is like, we're going to want a lot of people to come in and just do it with us. Like, there's a lot of different strategies that people like to use. I like to trade earnings and these quick flips on the SPY intraday. That's what I like to do. And I'll probably do a lot less of them. That's kind of what I learned last time when I was trading. It's like, only do it when it really, really looks good, like today. That's why I took the SPY trade so early, because everything has been looking very, very weak, and it just came off the bat selling. And I didn't go that big, but let's see what's going to happen with it. AMC squeeze January, no dates. All right, cool. What time are your live streams on Sunday? I haven't done one yet, so we gotta look in. What do you call it? They'll probably be at like 7:30. Want to learn how to trade options? Just do it. Fail. That's how you learn. It is. Just don't trade with a crazy amount of money that you're not will. You literally have to put in an amount of money that you're like, I don't care about, and you have to consider it gone. It's like going to the casino. Once the money comes out of your account at the casino, consider it gone. Lucid looking to go back green here, down 4 cents. Spot. Ooh, SPY getting a little bit of a pop here. Hold on now. A little bit of action here on the SPY. What's Amy going to do here? Nothing too crazy. All right. So if it does a test of the 50, I mean, I'm not going to be too happy about it because my contracts are going to get clobbered. All right. Oh my God. We're still up 127% on these. That's fine. Oh, I'm fine with waiting for this right here. Let's see what happens. SPY's going to reverse. It might. I mean, I'll be out by the time it does that. Paper trading to learn personally. There you go. All right. SPY's getting a little momentum here. Let's see what happens. I'm waiting for this test of the 50. If it blows past the 50, we're out. DWAC going. Ooh, Amy. AMC's hanging right around 22. It's not really getting a whole lot of action here. The buyers are coming back into the SPY. GameStop's not moving, down 12% right now. SPY's coming up to test this 50 right here. Let's see what happens. This is a nice candle here on the SPY. Hold on. What are your main strategies besides SPY and earnings? I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm using the 1348 stuff. I'm going to start testing it out on like longer time frames for swing trading, but that's it. And that's really all you need. If you have some strategies that you like and they work, you don't need to overcomplicate it and get more. Let's see. 127% still on these SPY contracts. Let's see. Seriously though, if FTDs and synthetics didn't exist with AMC much larger float size, would it not be? Maybe, but it doesn't really matter. It's just the 13 EMA and the 14 EMA. When they cross, it's a little late. That's the thing. So I might use it on the 2 hour and the 1 hour. You got to look at it from different time frames. Scaled out 20% on your, what is it? ES, NASDAQ? No, that's NQ. ES was probably, there you go, Nick. Yeah, I'm probably going to take some right here. I'll probably sell 2 of these contracts right here. Yeah, I'll take 2 right here. Hold on. Let me look. Hold on. I wanted to test this 50 and then come down. That's what I want to see it, because I think we're going to do this 50 test situation today. We're going to test it, make new low, test it, make new lows. But I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I'm just waiting to see what it's going to give me. I might just sell 2 of the contracts and then take the profit and run and just see what's going to happen with that last contract. Who knows? That's probably the smart thing to do, which is what we should do with it. Don't know who said it, but I saw an interview where they said the entire market last year was the biggest retail trap ever. Doubt it. I mean, I doubt it was. Like, they could be saying that, but institutions want retail investors buying because then they can dump on them. Yeah, I'm taking 2 of these contracts right here. Let's see. Hold on. Working. Oh, it filled. Oh, okay, cool. So I sold 2 of them. I've still got more left just to see how it goes. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. Yeah, also for everybody new filtering in, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, we're crushing it with these SPY trades. Okay, hold on. So we were up over, damn. So literally, if this contract went to 0 right now, I'd be perfectly happy with that. So SPY coming back down, took a little bit of profit there off the table. Let's see what's going to happen. Depending on your data expiration, 1348 cross on the daily is good for 20 to 30 days of expiration, but in the hourly, maybe, yeah, exact. Well, I like to trade the dailies. They're just more fun. Like for me, they're just more fun. I'm going to hold this last contract most likely for a while today. So I had 3 contracts, sold 2. Now I'm just going to hold them. Oh, we got the mask gang coming in. What's going on, people? Remember, one can always go back in on any stock trade that you get out of at support resistance. Commissions are cheap, 100%. AMC stochastic, full 5-minute cherry flavor line. Ooh, mask gang. What's going on, people? All right, so Amy's chilling right around 21.85. SPY's coming back down here, so that last contract is still looking decent here. Overall, though, that's kind of what I'm. Oh, so it did almost test the 13 on the 5-minute, right? It was close. It didn't necessarily get all the way up there, but it was close. So let's see. All right, Amy. Let's get some boom boom candles here. That's what I want to see out of you. Lucid doing all right. GME is just hanging out flat down 12.2%. Whew, they're getting hit. Is the IWM about to dive? Let me look. Yeah, IWM is going to come down. I mean, it tried to get above this 50 and couldn't. So watch for that new low at 211.89. So SPY's probably coming down a little bit too. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I still have a little bit of exposure on there. SV, you're using the 300. The 300 what? Ryan, what are you looking at? Pfizer news? And it's coming up a little bit here. Amy coming down, SPY coming down. Let's see. The 30 EMA? No. I don't use the 30 EMA. I use the 30 MA. Is it normal for the VIX to make 20% moves in a day? Well, when the SPY drops 1.77%, yes. Let's see. Not looking bad at all considering the overall market. Exactly. Max pain today. Well, there's the max pain is for Friday. So the max pain, let me see if it moved, but it shouldn't have. I think it's 24. Yeah, so the max pain on AMC for this week. Oh, it just came up to no, hold on. That's last week. So it's 24 right now for this week, but it probably hasn't updated yet because they're still showing last week. So let's see what's going to happen over here. SPY coming back down. These contracts are now back up 186%. Nice. I'll take it. Hey, friends, my prog and AMC are so red, but who cares? In here since February and not going anywhere. There you go. DWAC is ripping. It's flagging right here. All right, SPY. So SPY did this test of the 50 and it's coming back down. I'm happy I left one of those contracts there. So let's see. Amy now down to 21.72. GME selling down 13% right now. Let's see what's going to happen. Glad you took some profits and are holding the rest. If SPY drops below 457, you may see a whoosh to 450. I don't think today, but this week we could. I know you're trading on longer time frames too. I think I wouldn't see it going that low. That would be a bonkers move. But it is down 8. Think about the move that we just took. Where were we at right here? 462. Like that's a big move in the SPY. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, we might have another one. No, I think we're good for now. All right, here we go. I would cover if SPY is greater than 460. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I'm not messing around with it. I'm just trading. The options on it are different because they're dailies, Nick. I trade the dailies, so you got to watch them really quickly in my mind. So, I mean, I'm fine with these 50 tests and move back down, especially now after this more recent test, because now if it comes up in tests is at 458.57, the contracts are going to be fine. But if it breaks up with some momentum, then I look at the 100 and see if it's going to break that. But today it would be VWAP. I don't see it coming up in a big way today. So I'm going to hold this contract for a while. SQQQ is ripping. Bet it is. NASDAQ below the 200 MA. Did it just fall? Sounded like a squirrel sneeze. You know what, man? I don't need any of that nonsense right now. All right, come on, Amy. Get some buyers in here. SPY is just, everything's just selling right now. What's Apple doing today? Is Apple holding? If Apple's holding up today, I'm gonna get no. Apple's getting murdered. All right, stop it, please. Trying. What is going on? Is this the result of the traders and the selling and shorting? Yeah, I mean, we could see a lot of like shorting right now in the overall market. I don't necessarily see as so is AMC a squeeze or no? Absolutely. GME utilization going up. Yes, solid squeeze. That's what we were talking about earlier. GME's utilization going up is going to eventually, if they keep shorting it, which they're most likely doing today, it's going to increase the cost to borrow, putting more pressure on shorts across the board. Now, if we saw it on AMC, that would be good for everything. If we're seeing on GME, which is very, very good. Now, when we start to see the utilization start to go up, it entices the shorts to get out more because they're going to have to pay more money every single day or whenever those interest payments come due in order to maintain their position, which is not something that they want to do, especially if they're over leveraged on it already. So if the stock starts to go up, they're really, really going to have some issues. All right. SPY is still coming down here. Interesting. I was just confused because you say no one is buying, but still squeeze. Well, not nobody is buying. It's just we're not seeing like crazy buyers step in. SCV is bad luck. Ever since I started watching, the entire market has been going down. Hey, but at least we made some money on it with the puts, right? Just bought 4 GME shares and another 10-pack of AMC, says Trey Spider. Attaboy. SPY almost down 5% from all-time high. Yeah. Oh, 111, Mr. Simon. What's up, man? How you doing? All right. SPY still coming down. What are these contracts at right now? 210%. Awesome. So could have held it. Could have went more this morning, but again, I mean, profit is profit, so I'm happy with it. What's GME's days to cover? I believe it's like 4 point something. It's big. It's like very, very big. So GME's days to cover right now, 4.61. Utilization 80%. That's big. That's the most that we've seen it in a while. Like hold on. I want everything off. Get off. Get off my, all right, utilization. This is the chart for utilization. Recently, we saw it spike up to 63 from all the way down to, on December 2nd, the utilization was 26. Are you nuts? They're shorting the absolute nuts out of it right now. Then it went to the 50s and then it just ripped to 80. They are going to put so much pressure on themselves right now. SPY coming down, AMC getting a red candle, GME selling off right now, down 13.7%. Honestly, I might get some longer dated GME calls like 2023 and just bite the bullet and pay the price for it. Just to lever myself up a little bit on another because with what they're doing here, like, and if GME announces something, like actually announces something in the crypto space, like soon, which I believe they would do over the next 2 quarters, SPY's coming down, making it looking like it wants to make a new low here. Here we go. If shorts haven't covered, does that mean they haven't made any money? They have a paper gain on it, but they haven't like booked. Some of the shorts have covered. But remember, it's that cycle of shorts coming in and out. SPY coming down again. New lows here. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy I still have a contract. That's all I'm going to say. Happy I still have a contract. So GME selling off. The low of the day is at 120. We're at 120.87. SPY's low is right now. It's selling off again. Let's see. Let them short. Just make for bigger moves down the road. 100%. SV, send you short volume exchange data on Instagram message. I actually have my Instagram up right here. Not now. Yeah, it's a lot. What is it? What percent is it? Oh, it's insane. It's like over half. It's over 50% every single day that they're shorting the nuts out of it. Ortex on AMC. Yeah. Last time we looked, it was like 77,000 shares borrowed. So keep that in mind for what we're about to look at over here. Let's see. Okay, so wow, they haven't returned any shares today, but 157,000 shares have been borrowed. So the short interest is coming up a little bit. We're at 17.73%. Days to cover 2.48. That's pretty average for what we've seen with AMC. 105 million shares on loan. So SPY is coming down, making even more new lows. Let's see what these. Oh, STV synthetic ankles. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Hydrate. I will, man. I will. All right, these contracts are now at 271%. Nice. Hopefully, everybody was in them is still making some money on them. But let's see. You want to be a teenager again, Amy? Yeah. Walking it down means they're shorting, not covering. 100%. Yep. Let's see what SPY is going to do here. If SPY breaks, wow, Jesus. Let's see. All right, hold on. What do we got going on over here? All right. Took profit on Apple puts, added 20 more AMCs with the profits. Oh, there we go, people. For everybody like that made money on SPY puts today, or any puts that we were looking at, good for you. Nick, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. I like your attitude and want you and your followers to succeed. Glad you're showing that one can trade and make money even when the favorite stocks are down. Nick, I appreciate that, man. I mean, that's kind of what that's kind of what I do over here. I didn't have a lot of settled cash recently to trade with because I was like, screw it. I'm just going to buy the dip on AME right now and see what I can get. But then I mean, the cash settled today, so it went pretty well so far. That's kind of the goal over here, is just to make sure everybody has the tools to be able to make money in the market, even when the market's selling off, when the market's going up. Honestly, in my mind, it's been way easier to make money on puts recently than it has been with call, just like the way that the SPY moves, because we'll see it come up and then fear candle on the way down. But when it picks this direction on the way down, it's just like, oh, time to fall. I really want to play DWAC again. Might keep an eye out for puts. Yeah, I would do that too. Just about another 300 AMC, says Jay. Attaboy. There you go. Do a video on puts. It's the same thing as call. It's just like the calls give you the right to buy. Puts give you the right to sell if you're buying. It's basically flip-flopped the other way around, except you have the obligation to sell and buy when you're selling options. With calls and puts, when you're buying them, you have the right, but not the obligation. When you're selling, you have the obligation to sell or buy. Like these cheap AMC shares. There you go, Carl. Is Fidelity a good platform to use for options? I don't think so. Fidelity is going to be a little bit wonkier. I would use like TD or E-Trade if you're going to trade up. Even Webull. Like you can't, if you're trying to get around payment for order flow, you can't with options. So it doesn't matter where you go. You could do like TD is going to be good. E-Trade's going to be good. Webull's good too. What are the days to cover on AMC? 2.45, I believe, is what we were looking at. 2.48 right now is the days to cover on AMC. So, all right, let's see what's. I know you're being serious, but when is the OnlyFans coming? Never. It already exists. Honestly, it's SCB Synthetic Ankles. You should know this. You're like my top tipper on OnlyFans. All right, 256% on SPY puts right now. Remember about the joke that I used to make about being the best SPY trader of all time? It's a joke, but we're doing good today. Oh boy, here we go. We got Grandpa Barney in the building. What's going on, man? Good morning, family. Again, thank you so much for the super. Breathe. We are good. Support and lift each other. We got this. Do not sell. Grandpa Barney is down 60 grand and I'm still buying. There you go, my man. Be careful with SQQQ. It is a little late. I'm staying away from anything levered because technically options are leverage. So when you trade a 3 times levered thing and the options on that thing, it's like the second derivative of everything. And the underlying is going to move weird anyway. All right, we're looking for another test at the 50 on the SPY. If it tests it and move back down, we're going to make a new low. Watch 456.92. If it breaks above the 50, we could get a little bit of a reversal if it starts to use it as support and it flattens out. But other than that, watch out below on the overall market still. What's it looking like on this thing right here? Yeah, no, it's still far off of the 13 EMA. 13 EMA. What's the likelihood of the big funds start jumping in and putting buying pressure on AMC? I know BlackRock and Vanguard have some higher averages. Yeah, I mean, I think it's likely for them to do that, but it's going to be they're going to do it when they see the sentiment come back. They're going to further that FOMO, I believe. That's kind of what we've seen in the past. Keith, thank you so much for the super. Grandpa Barney in the house. Whenever he supers, I want a super. Thanks, man. Thanks, SCB, for all you do. Keith, thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it. All right. SPY did not get up to test the 50. It could still come and do it again. These contracts are still printing. What do you think about NASDAQ right now? I mean, QQQ is just bleeding out. So here was the thought process behind the SPY and the SPY trade today. We were talking about getting into QQQ, but like there's no dailies. Like if you want to really take the risk and make more money, like I doubt you would have made, I don't know, 200 something % on QQQ weeklies because there's just so much time to expiration. Yeah, QQQ can move a little bit more, but is it going to counteract the time premium on it? I don't know, but I know SPY moves really well, and if it starts to come down, you can crank. So that's kind of why I went with SPY today instead of QQQ. I think Geo's got some QQQ too. Nice SPY put trade. Thank you. Appreciate it. I mean, I'm still in it. Does open interest update intraday? No, but volume does. So if you want to look at volume today on, wow, it's next week. Interesting. So volume today. Oh, there we go. We're seeing 24 and 25 getting a little bit of volume today. We're seeing 30 with a decent amount of volume, but these contracts right now, cheap. Oh, SPY new low. There we go. Let's see. Bob Saget deserves a moment of silence. He was an ape. Did a video on Insta earlier in the movement. Yeah, I think that was a, what do you call it? A cameo. But yeah. All right, here comes SPY down 2%. Jesus. Amy coming down. Yeah, I'm leaving this contract over here. 300% on SPY puts. This is crazy. Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for another super. Appreciate it, man. Grandpa Barney, bam, bam, bam. Let's have some fun. There we go. Tilray puts incoming. Yeah, not a what did not a hedge fund say? This crap is pissing me off. I'm about to pull out all the money from my 401k and dump it into AMC. There you go. Any news on why the market's falling? It's a little bit, Jesus. It's a little bit of like a fear candle move on just everything with like rate hike coming, tapering, the Fed. Oh, I think it also has to do with Fed balance sheet. So the Fed was trying to like decrease the size of their balance sheet, which is not great. And then they also like we're looking at rate hikes coming, which is like typically people are gonna be like, oh shoot, that's not gonna be good. But again, here's the thing: if the markets are gonna move and pick a direction like we're seeing today, we might as well make money on it. Like AMC's down 7%, GME's down 14%. We're gonna be taking big losses in our accounts. Just everybody is. So we might as well just play the downside on puts to give us some downside exposure to make some of that money back, especially if we want to buy the dip if you don't have a lot of cash that you can come in and buy with if you still want to. Up 100% with my 401k with GME right now. There you go. GME hasn't been this cheap in a long time. I know. I'm going to pick up some more, I think. I'm going to do both. Like I'll probably just buy in equal amounts now. I mean, I just like both. Yeah. 200. Okay. So I'm 280% on this last SPY contract that I have. That's fine. I mean, I'll take it. I would have been up a lot more if I held the entire position, but you got to be careful. Keith, thank you so much for the super. Appreciate it. Time to super again. I am still up 29,000 in imaginary market money. Might as well share the wealth. Thanks, Grandpa. Keith, I appreciate that, man. You guys don't have to send in those supers if you guys don't want to, but special thanks to you guys who do. Really helps out a whole lot. So thank you guys. Up to 900 AMC now. There you go. You've not lost nor gained until you sell. 100%. Not all of us have the money to buy puts. Come on, Joanne. I spent $150 on puts. This last put contract that I have, I got filled at $57, and the contract is now trading at $186. So you don't need a lot of money to trade. The whole point of like my trading strategies is you can turn a small amount of money into a larger amount of money. You just have to be willing to take that risk. Now, was this buy trade risky today? Sort of. I bought 3 strikes out of the money, which is a lot. I wanted to get 2, but they don't offer the 459s. So that's kind of what we were looking at. But you don't need a lot of money. Like I have dropped $2,000 into the trade today? Yeah, I could have, but I didn't because I'm trying to trade small, get those gains to stack up over and over and whoops, and slowly build up the account that way. You don't need a lot of money to trade out. Amy's selling off right now, 21.28. Watch what's going to happen here. SPY's trying to bounce up to the 50 right now. What's IWM doing right now? Here we go. Hold on. All right, so IWM selling off a little bit, just made a new low. Also, for everybody filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting that like button on the stream, I mean, besides like the loss that we're taking on AMC and GME, we're cranking today. So let's see if I like anything else today in the afternoon stream. I mean, I might just YOLO some SPY contracts, might as well. Let's see. I'm still 90% GameStop and the rest AMC and refuse to average up heavy on AMC. Yeah, DWAC running. Oh, is it going again? Well, how much is it up today? 6%? Not bad. All right. Amy coming down. SPY's coming up a little bit here. Watch the test at the 50. The 50's at, I believe, 457.90, I think. I think that's what it's telling us right here. Let's see. Grandpa Barney bought 5. There you go, man. There you go. Let's see. Just bought 100 calls on 950 for Zynga this week. Alerted on unusual whales. Is it still going? Because that's an earnings play. So here's the thing with earnings. You can get a continuation on the earnings. You just got to be careful because you don't know if it's going to like really, really start to get going. ZNGA. Zynga. Why does it do this? Zynga is, I mean, it's hanging out up here, but it's just kind of slowly coming down today. Jared, thank you so much for the super. Bought 10 GME shares. Attaboy. There you go. What does Webull do if you get a good faith violation? The first one, I believe, is just a warning. The second one, it restricts you from buying with unsettled funds. So it's nothing all that crazy. Hold on. All right, SPY rejected off the 50 again. Watch out for a new low over here. Let's see. Amy bouncing up a little bit. Not terrible. Let's see. Can't deposit on eToro. Yeah, eToro's having some issues. Yeah, eToro's been having issues today. Here we go. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. I'm ready for a bounce, says Lisa. Correction, you don't take a loss unless you sell. 100%. All right, so SPY is trying to touch this 50 again. The 50's at 457.87, so watch it over there. Amy's trying to bounce back up. GME's coming up to its 50 right now. Let's see. Late to the party. Hopefully on the Monday catalyst. There you go. Back D crossing on the SPY. What time frame? What time frame? On the 5 minute, it might have just crossed, but it's trying. It hasn't crossed fully yet. Let's see. I thought it was short the VIX, not short the market. Hey, man, I mean, it's going down. I have been shorting the market today. Sort of. Puts aren't shorting, but it's Fed talk tomorrow. Oh, shoot. Is that the? No, that's not going to be good. NVAX, hold on. Is NVAX pumping right now? Yeah, NVAX getting some candles. What's going on here? All right, SPY coming down, rejecting off of the 50. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, boy. Hold on now. Let's see. J Powell speaks. Down 1,000 points. Yeah. ES took another 20% off at target. There you go, Nick. There you go. Are you Nick? Are these? Are you? What are you trading the E minis? Are you doing the full lots? Because those are big boy trades. Are you doing the minis, the micro? What do you do? Let's see. He's buying more. It might be. Future? Yeah, I know they're futures, but like what size are you trading on? Are they the big boys or are they like the minis? Gonna buy AMC and hold as tomorrow. It will be above 25. Here we go. You know what I think of that commercial when the elderly person falls and says, help, I fall and can't get up. That's how the SPY feels today. Just coming up, testing the 50. Your feed is skipping, going in and out. That's so annoying. I don't know why it's doing. I don't see it on my end. SPY's going to cross over the 50 soon. It might, but it looks like it's going to touch it and come back down like what it's doing. I won't tell you size with their MES blocks of 10. No. I'm not asking what you're putting into the trade. I'm just wondering if you're trading like the E-minis or like the actual ones. What do you trade? What is it? Their MES. Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right, SPY is now popping over the 50 right now. Let's see if it's going to do it. Make a little bit of a reversal. Let's see. The buyers are stepping back in here. This might be a time to be like, yep, get out of the SPY puts. But let's see. This is the first time we've seen it really come over the 50. So let's see what's going to happen here. I haven't seen any skips in your feed. There you go. I did pick up some of those calls. Oh, there you go, M. Kriegs, the SFM ones. All right, so SPY is now above the 50. If it gets a nice little green candle here, I'd probably YOLO out of it. Let's see. How much are these up now? $169%, 172%. I don't know. Maybe I'll take it here. NVAX is moving. Yeah, it's up 5% right now, coming down a little bit. The hedge fund shorting the entire market, so they don't have to cover it. No. Average drop. You can't like say that every single move in the market is like, oh, AMC and GME. Maybe some of them are, but like overall, like these things are gonna move like together in some forms, but separate in others. Like not like people like to say Evergrande AMC. No, very, very, very unrelated. Let's see. 10 MES equals 1 ES. Yeah. So if one has a smaller account, you can buy 10. Yes, exactly. That's what I was looking at, Nick. ISIG, is ISIG pumping? ISIG. Up 7.5%. It needs to break the pre-market high. Oh, SPY coming back down, breaking down below the 50. Ruh-roh. Look out below. This is depressing. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really all that bothered because I mean, you can just make a little bit more money to throw into AMC and GME if you want. Like, that's kind of what the market's for. Like, we're going to sit here and stare at these stocks and just watch them go down all day. No, I'm going to come and make money on these larger moves in the market and then like balance out my account. Is that SFM, M. Kriegs? What the hell was that? I just got a doo-doo-doo. New York Fed, December 1 year ahead expected house price rise increases 5.5%. Hold on now. Hold on. The market is there to make money. Take advantage of it. Yeah. Ryan, there we go. Ryan, did you get any of these puts today? Joanne, I don't know why you're hating on me right now. I showed you, like, I showed you that if you need money to like, there are ways to like make money in the market with a very, very small amount of money. And that's what we've done today. I'm addicted to buying dips. There you go. Sub Astro. My name's not Astro, bro. Moderna's going too. Yep. Is Pfizer getting a pump here? Because Pfizer would probably be the best one to go off of. Pfizer's not getting a move here. All right. SPY's hanging right around the 50. Let's see if it's going to break up or down. And yeah, S&P down nearly 2%. Yeah, it's big. I've been trading for 1 year. How do you know that? I've actually been trading for a lot more than that. So, Jorge, no. And I think I can beat the market. I can. It's not very difficult when you have a small amount of money. When you have a larger amount of money, it's a lot more difficult. But yeah, you can easily beat the market. If I didn't think I could, I would just throw my money into the S&P and then say goodbye. What's the price for the triple bottom on AMC? 2080. Day trading rule makes it tough. Yeah, it does. Well, that's why I use a cash account. So you just have to watch your settled cash and your settled funds. Let's see. Been trading for 25 years. Says one fast duster. Attaboy. Did I miss the ankles? We didn't hit 30. And GME didn't hit 200. Let's see. I go to these streams because I like to hear what the young folks are doing. The young folks are, oh, here comes SPY again. Oh, Pfizer coming. Ethan, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Oh, God, the market is just having a sloggy Monday morning SEV. Yeah. 2% drop in the SPY sucks. That's terrible. That's so bad. Like lots of things are going to be red right now. What's Facebook doing? Oh my, Facebook down 4.6%. That is wild. Jared, thank you so much for the super. If you have the money, buy stocks on the fire sale on these drops. If you don't have the money to buy the bear market, then don't log into your account. I would have to agree with that. Can you please go back to explaining how you don't need much money to play options? Yeah. If you don't have a lot of money, you're going to need to take more risk. That's just what's going to happen. But since you don't have a lot of money, the percent gains and loss, like, it's going to move quicker. So you just have to like get your own strategy and kind of work for it. The SPY puts that I bought today, I got filled at $57. What are they worth now? $170. So when you're thinking about like what's going on with the market and like $57 into $170 in like, I don't know how, like within 2 hours, that's not very much money that you really need to put into these trades. $57, I think, like if you're trading in the market and investing, most investors are going to have $57 that they can put into a trade and be like, okay, I can lose this. I got 3 of them. I sold out 2 of them around here. Now we're trading around here. The SPY's bouncing up above the 50. I'm riding that last contract out. If this contract goes to 0, I've still made money today. Let's see. All the big companies dropping too. Yeah. 5-minute 1348 EMA cross on DWAC. Oh, okay. So we're on the SPY. We're about to touch the 13. Oh, yeah, it crossed, but it also just came right down through the 13. So be careful about that one. Be careful. Amy coming up here. SPY trying to make a move here. Not bad. Watch it at 458 right here. Thank you, sir. Anytime, airplane mode. Can I please recap the indicators that got me into the trade? The SPY one? I didn't really. So I was really looking for a breakdown and a retest of something, VWAP or the 50. So I think I got in quick, like right here, but I didn't go in with very much. And then it started to come up and curl and test the VWAP. I should have added more here. I just didn't because it was quick. Came right back down. I was really just looking at the momentum of the day. Like in pre-market, everything was really coming down. So when you look at things open up and it starts to kind of just like trade flat and then it starts to get the selling volume right here, it's like, all right, I'll scale in with some puts because you can be late on them. You can, SPY's coming up, a little bit of reversal here. 50 MA's flattening out. Might be time to take these contracts off the table and run. Let's see. Not yet. Let's see if we get a little bit of a sell candle that we can kind of take advantage of, get out of these contracts with a little bit more premium and be done with it. Oh, we got the Duck Gang coming in. What's up, people? How you guys doing? Let's see here. Zynga's up 44%. That's kind of drunk. All right. If this goes, hold on. I'm going to look at this right here. Amy coming down, SPY coming down. I need a little bit more premium on this thing, and then I'll take it. That's why he plays the SPY. People, the SPY moves in general sentiment, not insider info like most companies do. Yeah, it's just easy. You can see the trends really start to come in. If we went to 40 before June 21st, the gamma would be insane. Yep, it would be ridiculous. Like absolutely insane. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll take it here. I don't know. Hold on. Where's the 13? All right, here we go. We're taking it. Bye-bye, SPY puts. Hold on. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet. Did you happen to listen to Gary Gensler on CNBC today? Is he going to do anything this year? Yeah, we listened to it for a little while, but it wasn't anything crazy that we really needed to talk about. He literally just talked about crypto and then some other random nonsense, honestly. All right, let's take this SPY con. Where is it over here? It's touching the third MACD cross. I don't want this. I think we're taking this one here. Take it and run. There we go. All right. We are out of the SPY trade. Nice. Very, very solid trade to start off the week. There we go. You got out? Yeah, I got out too. I mean, it could always come back down, but with the 50 flattening, it's above the 50. It just touched the 13 EMA. It's like, MACD crossed on the 5-minute. Time to get out. So good trade, SCB. Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. What would I need to see for SPY calls today? On the 5-minute, I want the 13 to start curling back up to the 48. And I want the 50 MA to start curling up. Once the 50 starts curling up, then we could talk about some SPY calls. But again, the overall market's looking decently weak. So I'm probably not going to push the luck and try to get some SPY calls today. What I'm going to be looking for, how's Lowe's doing still? Did they start to bounce back up yet? No, they're getting hammered. So this is what Lowe's doing. Test the 50, come down. Test the 50, come down. Test it and staying flat. But everything's kind of curling back. AME's down 5.74. GME is down almost 14% right now. So the big confirmation of the trend reversal would be above the hump 100 and then using it as support if that starts to curl as well. But again, I'm not really. Can you do some Tesla TA? Of course I can. Hold on. Let me get it up over on TradingView too. Tesla looks like the 13 wants to cross above the 48 on the 5-minute soon. We had the MACD crossing on the 4-hour. Let's see what we like here. 4-hour is bearish. The 13 just crossed below the 48 with the, oh my God, what is going on with this? With the MACD crossing to the downside too. So on a longer time frame, I would say a little bit bearish on Tesla. But intraday, it looks decent if you can get the 13 to cross above the 48, which it looks like it's about to. Do we just YOLO a Tesla trade here? Do we do it? Test the little 1348 stuff out? Let's play some weeklies. How much are the Tesla contracts? How much are they? Might as well. Screw it. It looks decent. Are we seeing the short interest rise today? Yes, we are seeing the short interest come up a little bit. Also, for everybody new filtering in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just kind of helps out with the algorithm. Hold on. Are we going to YOLO Tesla? We might as well. Oh, God. Nope. Those are expensive. Just took one look at it, and I was like, not for me. You used to wheel Tesla? Jesus, that's a lot of money coming in and out. There you go. 100 shares of Tesla. That's like 100 grand, isn't it? Yeah, that's a lot of money wheeling on Tesla. All right, GME coming down. SPY coming up to the 100 right now. That's not terrible. Can you explain why the short interest rising is good? Well, they're just adding to their short positions, meaning that if we see an increase in price, it's just going to be more aggressive because the shorts are going to be more exposed. All right, let's see. Hold on. All right. He sold at 40. Who did? Oh, AA. He did not sell at 40. He sold lower. What's the downside support if GME decides to break 120? I don't know. I don't know there. It's, oh man, I don't know. The thing is it's not been this low. Wait, I don't want year to date. That's silly. Since like, where is this? Since March. Like GME is so low right now. Like the fact that GME is trading this low is shocking. They are really, really, really trying to short this thing into the ground. All right, so the Tesla trade is looking. So if you have enough money, Tesla is looking like it wants to come up here. But again, the SPY is doing the same thing. Do we want to double dip on the SPY and go to the upside? I probably don't. The way you make money on options is to sell them. Always remember this. Over time, yes. Over time, the option sellers will make more than the options buyers. That's going to be more consistent in terms of like what you're doing with your options trades. Just bought more AMC, says TMI's box. There you go. There you go. Amy coming up here. There we go. Come on, let's get back up to 22, huh? All right, if SPY does a retest of this 100 and starts to come up, that might be a decent spot for calls. Hold on. What's it saying over here? 13 is curling. MACD crossed. What's it saying on the 1 minute? All right. So on the 1 minute, the 13 crossed above the 48. What about the 3 minute? Not yet on the 3 minute. Oh, Amy getting a candle here. Here we go. Come on. Get above 22. Tesla at 10:15. That's pretty wild. All right, I'm going to leave this on the 3 minute for a bit, see if we want to get into some SPY calls. That would be sweet. ETF and equity leap options. Equity leap options expire on the 20th of January. Remember what happened last year? Boom. I want to take a minute to thank the shorts. I didn't think I would be able to get my average sub 30. Thanks, Kenny. There you go. If AMC is Amy, what's GME? Jimmy. Let's see here. All right. I'm watching the SPY on the 3 minute over here. If the 13 crosses, I might do it. I mean, we need to see a little bit more action. It crossed on the 1 minute, but that's not enough. GME needs AMC's help and vice versa, 100%. They both need each other to really get going. Like, they both need each other. How much do you put into options when you buy? Between like 150 and like 800 usually. That's usually the average. I've done the big SPY trades before where I go just like in and out really quickly. I don't like to do it though, because I don't like being exposed on that amount of money on daily expiration SPY contracts. But that's usually what I trade with. Now, that number will go up if we start a nice streak. All right, here comes the SPY. Let's see what's going on with the 13. It looks all right. The SPY's looking all right now. So let's see if this trend's going to continue. I don't know. We might be able to get into some SPY calls and play it on the downside and on the way back up. But I don't know. I need to see a lot more out of SPY in order to be like, yeah, I'm going to get a SPY calls after this nasty 2% dip. Let's see. Average down on both my portfolios, now under 30 in both for AMC. Diamond. There you go, my man. Time to become whales this year? Oh, yeah. All right, so SPY's coming down, testing the 100. If it bounces off this, that's not going to be a bad sign. That's going to be a good sign. But we need it to curl around more. That's what we need to see. The 50 is going to come up more. If the 50 can cross over the 100, that honestly might be where the 13 is going to cross. Let's look, though. Relly, is Relly going, Mark? Come on, Relly. Yeah, Relly still has really, really, really high short interest. So Relly is going to be continuous. Actually, how is Relly this week in terms of short interest? Let's see. Reliance Global. All right. 58.62% estimated short interest. That's nonsense. That's crazy. No loan. Ortex might be having an issue today because no loans have gone out at all on anything. So let's see what happens. I don't play options yet, says Fuzzy Wuzzy. They're risky. I mean, you gotta have a really high risk tolerance. So it depends. If you trade options the way I like to trade them, you need a high risk tolerance. I don't really have that high of a risk tolerance. That's where I get myself into trouble sometimes. But Amy's pop a little bit here. 2188 right now, 2189. Trying to move back up. The SPY is bouncing off of its 100 right now, which is good. Relly's coming up. Let's get Tesla back over here. It's probably coming up a little bit. It's trying a little bit. GME is now fighting around its 50 MA. AMC trying to move back up to its 200. It just hit it. Used it as a little bit of a resistance. Let's check and see how SPY's doing over here. On the 3 minute, the 13's curling. Let's see what happens. Ortex having an issue. No way. Yeah. Why don't you trade stocks? Because you're not going to make as much money and you need more money. Like you need a lot more money in order to trade actual shares, or you want to use leverage. That's fine. But then you're going to have to pay, like you have a margin account. And you're like you could trade shares of it. I just like options better because it's just better leverage with smaller amounts of money. Here comes the SPY. Yep, here it comes. If it crosses over on the 3 minute, I might consider some calls. 5 minute. 5 minutes curling. On the 1 minute, it's already crossed. The MACD's crossing. Let me go back to the 3 minute. Once it crosses on the 3 minute, I might do it. My name isn't Justin Frozen Peas and Meat Juice. What's up, man? How you doing? SFM Ortex? Yeah, I'm Crease. I got you. Uh, 12.45%, really low utilization. Days to cover high, really low cost to borrow. Days to cover is 9.34, so it must be low flow. Amy looking to break this 200 right now. SPY's moving up for that VWAP test here. Here's the other thing, though. We need to see SPY be able to break above VWAP because it was using it as resistance earlier. If it can do that, might be a decent time to take calls, but we'll see. Tesla coming up another $3 here. Things are heating up. Yeah, coming back around. CPI data has been bullish for SPY even when it's been going up, as long as it hits their projected number. True. CPI is Wednesday. I'll play a SPY strangle going into CPI. GME just crossed over the 50. Not bad here. SPY looking decent. How's it doing on the 3 minute? Yeah, the 3 minutes looking good. So let's see what happens over the next 10 minutes. Out of my last 40%, plan to go long 40% position at above 46.13. So 460. What would that be? 461.30. Okay, that's probably what is that right here? So yeah, breakout of the range. That's typically what we see. So what I usually like to use is this little range that we have of the 50, 100, 200 in view up. If it breaks above the upper end of the range and then it starts kind of bouncing off the top and making that way up, that's a little bit of a bullish sign. So let's see what's going on over here. So I might do another SPY trade. Screw it. Oh, here we go. So the SPY's on the 5 minutes, trying to break above the 48 EMA. Looking for a $3 call, says Nepal. Hey, if you want to get YOLO-y, SPY calls would be the one to go with. Unless you want to just inverse it and just go SPY puts if we come back down to low of the day. But you're not going to get a whole lot. All right, Amy back to 22. Oh, trying to break above the 200 right now. It's getting fun, people. Here we go. Here we go. SPY got crushed. Yeah. SPY coming back down. AMC trying to pop back up here. Let's see if we can go green. We're down $1. We could do that in 2 candles if we really got jumpy. GME's down $18. This is nonsense. Can they continue to cover a few FTDs and then short it the next day? They can try, but they're not going to be able to do that for long because they're going to, like with what they did the last time that they did it, they jacked up the utilization so hard on GME that if they do that again, it's going to pump it up even more. If they try to like cover FTDs and then short it back down, that the cost to borrow is going to be so incredibly high that everybody gets screwed. Everybody that short GME is literally just going to have like a lot of money getting sucked out of their account every single day. Okay, so SPY's trying to move up a little bit here. AMC's getting some boom boom candles though. Here we go. I think we need some rockets and basketballs. This is what we need over here. I think that's what we need. Thanks for the streams, Gabriel. Anytime, man. All right. Come on. Test this here. Rockets and basketballs. Here we go. How do we do a SPY put? Wait, how do we do a SPY put it call for a day trade? Is it a single? It was a single lot. Yeah. So I bought 3 of the 458 SPY puts, and then I'm out of them now. I got out here, and then I got out here. I think it was here. Or maybe it was here. I think I got out here and here. It was about the same spot. So let's see. Yeah, also for everybody new filtered in right now, make sure you guys hit the like button on this stream. Just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. Thank you guys for showing so much support on the channel recently. You guys are super awesome. I love all of you guys. Tesla down 1%. Amy popping back up here a little bit, 22.04, down 96 cents. GME down $18, 13%. That doesn't seem very natural in a day. But let's see. SPY trying to move back up here. Looking across above the 48 EMA on the 3 minute. Let's see. Do you have a position in Sava? No, I do not. Oh, there comes a little AMC candle. Here we go. Come on, get up there. Get everything trended in the right direction. The 50 really started to curl yet. The VWAP and the 100 are trying a little bit, but I would expect the 50 to start curling a little bit more here. Come on, we need SPY above VWAP and then above the 48 EMA on the 3 minute to kind of maybe get into some calls. But right now, I'm not doing it, but we'll see. Things are heating up. Always love your content. Thank you. Get ready for a drop. Let's see. Carlos, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, man. Let's see here. All right. Amy coming back up. 22.08. Oh, here comes the test of the VWAP on the SPY. Let's see what happens. GME making a huge arc pattern. I mean, sort of. GME's testing its 100 right now on the 1 minute. 123.35 down $17. This is crazy. Oh, come on, Amy. Come on, Amy. Here we go. This is just like a massive W. It's a massive W on the 1 minute. She's looking a little spicy, says Ryan. Yeah, she's looking a little spicy. All right. Whoa. SPY just moved up the VWAP when it just hit it. It was just like, nope, come back up. Buy stop at 461.40. Plan to trade back to 465 with a stop loss below 4. Not great risk return, so smallest position. There you go, Nick. I'm changing my name to SCV's over enthusiastic. Thank yous for supers. Shut up, Jim. All right. 22.14 on Amy. Here we go. It's just a massive W, but like with a lower low over here. It's not a double bottom. Well, sort of a double bottom. Jim Cramer said to avoid AMC, so I bought more shares. There you go. SPY with the V-shaped recovery. Oh, I remember that. The V-shaped recovery. Everybody was talking about the V-shaped recovery, and it was just like a U. What was it? The U-shape? I remember that. The 2020 V-shaped recovery. That was always fun to see. Lucid looks like a huge W. Nepal, don't tempt me with that because I like Lucid right now. Yeah, it does. All right, hold on. I might get some Lucid calls. Let me go over here. All right, so SPY is above the 48 EMA on the 3-minute. They might cross here. Hold on. Let me look at Lucid on the 4-hour. I think it's still looking decent. Yeah. I don't like the lockup, though. That's the problem. The lockup expiration is scaring me. It's terrifying me. I don't like that. BBIG starting to move. M. Creeks. What do we got here? It's starting to come back a little bit. All right, SPY rejected off VWAP. GME coming up to VWAP 2. Let's go Ducks. Flying V. There we go. How does the VWAP move up when the price is lower? Yeah, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Unless a weird order came in. AMC open interest for January 14th looks juicy. I would say it. Nah, not crazy juicy, but I mean, it looks all right. I was thinking about making a few YouTube videos talking about biotech and pharma stocks. MCrease, you definitely should do that, like 100%. All right, Amy. GME's making a nice move here. Come on, SPY. Break up a VWAP and do something for me, huh? Huh? That's what I want to see out of you. It's a 3-minute on Lucid. Yeah, Lucid looks decent on like right now. Maybe weeklies. They're expensive though. I feel like they're way expensive. Let's look. Well, Lucid can just go boom. Actually, they're not that bad. They're not that bad. Hold on here. Where's 46 at on Lucid? Why do you do this to me, Weeble? Absolute nonsense over here. What's this? What's this? All right, maybe. Let's see. RSI is so high on Lucid or on Amy or on everything. Oh, SPY's popping up above VWAP here. This could be interesting. Honestly, I don't know how I'm still alive right now, but functioning. There you go, MCrease. We gotta stay alive. That's step 1. Stay breathing. BCRX making my day. I've been up since Saturday evening. MCrease. That's I would describe that as utter nonsense right there. You know what? I'm gonna take a little tiny position on Lucid. Tiny on the weekly. I don't want to though. I like really don't want to. Like I really don't. Okay, so I'm not going to. Can you check AVCT? There you go. Sam, how's AVCT been doing? And down a little bit today. You've kind of been trapped in this range for a little while with AVCT. You want the short interest on it? I'll give you the short interest on it. All right. 94% utilization, 11.87% estimated short interest. Super high cost to borrow, low days to cover though, so high flow. Amy coming back to life here. There we go. Lucid. I feel like I should just do it though. A 40 put on Lucid? Nah, don't do it. I don't know. It's looking strong. It's looking really strong. Okay, how about we do this? If it breaks the day high of 43, we get some calls. How about that? How about that? SPY is a giant bear flag. On what time frame? If Lucid breaks 43, then we'll look at some calls. Don't do the puts on Lucid. Yeah, I'm not getting puts on Lucid. I heard something about people leaving Webull because they were sold synthetic shares and won't be able to pay when the squeezes. Is this true? It doesn't matter. Everybody, if there's synthetic shares out there, everybody owns them. Is next week confirmed the lockup expiration for Lucid? Does anybody know? I'm spilling truth today. If you're reading, what'd you say, Nick? Where is Nick's comment? Good job not promoting FOMO. Ensure you know why you're entering a trade before you get in. Know your targets and your stop loss area. Nick, 100%. Show us those ankles. Get to 30 then. Let's see. Amy's popping back up. We're only down 73 cents. Everything's starting to move back into the upward direction here. Okay, hold on. What's SPY doing over here? It wants to cross. Maybe I'll do a little SPY YOLO. Sold SPY puts at 300%, bought 460, 0 data expiration, up 80%. My boy Jose going crazy over here trading SPY. Attaboy. I want to see it break the 200. I don't want to see it trapped in this range if I want to get calls. Remember, when we were trading the puts, it was outside of the range every single time. So I don't want to get anything that's going to be trapped in this range and it's going to see a lot of resistance and could just automatically see some fear candles. Amy looking all right here at 22.28, still down 3%. GME is getting a nice curl here, still down 10%. Lucid, it's looking volatile here. Let's see. You have 2 weeks left to show your angles. Y'all ain't gonna see his ankle. Nah. You guys really want to see the ankles though. It's kind of terrifying. It's very strange that you guys want to see my ankles so much. I don't get it, but I mean, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes the people want what the people want, Lucid calls strength above 42.85. I look at it above 43, the intraday high. Calls on AMC are crazy for the 21st. Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, Lucid needs to break 43. If it breaks 43, I will consider getting a tiny play. Let's see. Johnny, thank you so much for that big super. I appreciate it, my man. I love your content, brother. I'm just using some Robinhood puts profit to buy the super chat. Woohoo, thank you. I mean, that's kind of the best way to look at it. Get Robinhood puts and then you send a super. That's pretty nice. And I love when TMI pops in the stream. I support and love all of you guys. Johnny, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you, man. All right, Amy coming back down. SPY selling off a little bit here. I mean, that's kind of why we're not taking any SPY trades right now, because it could just flicker around in this little range at VWAP. But Amy selling off, still above 22 though. Let's see. That would be strength above 42.85. Yes, I would agree, but I want to see it break with momentum 43. It's called a fetish. Okay, that's true. Turnaround Tuesday had a 465 put per today. Bought it last week for 412. Should have held it because it went to 780. Damn. Let's see. Everything you read, just sell at a loss. Hope some stuff pumps up. Can pick up 700 shares at the end of the month. There you go, M. Crees. John Ben, thank you for the super. Hey, bud. First, love your stream. Second, not many have talked and analyzed prior short squeeze plays. Any standout? Trying to see what to expect. So they're all different. Any short squeeze play is going to be a little bit different. The catalyst for overstock was the crypto side, the dividend. So that's kind of more like GME. For Volkswagen, the big one, it was a disclosure of ownership. So Porsche, the German government came out and basically disclosed that through like the warrant exercising and a lot of other different like avenues that they owned, and people didn't know this, like basically, I think it was like 93% of the company, and the short interest was 12.5%. They didn't want to sell, so you knew the supply was locked. So the shorts start to cover, and then they figure out what prices they're willing to cover at. They sell it off, and then it's all done deal. For overstock, the way that they stifled it was the banks figured out a way to accept cash of an equivalent value for the STO. So when people bring up the STO conversation now, it's like, it's awesome. It's a good idea. It could cause something like a price run up to the upside, but you need to figure out a way, like if you're really going to try to force the shorts out with it, well, you need to figure out a way to not let the banks be able to accept cash to be able to keep the shorts in. Jared, thank you so much for the super. The obsession with SCV's ankles is called a fetish. Interesting. That's kind of weird. Lucid lockout January 19th. Best to buy puts this Friday. it could be a little bit of a reverse psychology situation there where, yeah, the lockup happens, but if nobody sells, that's the thing. If nobody in Lucid's executive team sells, then it's going to rip, because then everybody's going to be like, oh my God, they're so bullish on the company going forward that they're not going to sell. So that's the issue you have to play. So, or people could just sell and take some profit on it and make some money on their Lucid shares that have been locked up. There's like a little like balancing act you have to do here on like, what are the insiders of Lucid going to do with their position? We don't know. All right, Amy bouncing off the 200 right now. SPY coming back. SPY's probably going to get trapped in this range for a little while. I'm probably not going to play any calls. Got it. Thanks for that. Anytime, John. Lucid 43. Touched it. Didn't break above it, though. What is this high on the candle right here? It still says the day. Okay, so that's 43, and this is 43 right here. We're going to need to see it break a little bit. Yep, Lucid moving. Didn't stay over it, though. So a little resistance at 43. So let's see what happens. Here it comes. Strangle Lucid on the 18th. You might be able to, but the problem is that the premiums are so expensive. You need a giant move out of Lucid. Like a giant move. Like 10% in a day to really make it worth it for you. All right, so it's touching. There it is. See? Okay, Lucid above 43. Here we go. Time to step in. Playing some Lucid weeklies. Here we go. Actually, I don't want to put that much money into it. There we go. That's what we're going to do right here. All right, let's see what happens with Lucid above 43. If it starts to move up a little bit with some momentum, let's see what happens. If not, take a little loss, move on to the next one and see what happens. I still like Lucid this week though, especially on this like on this 4-hour time frame that I've been looking at it on. Like it looks decent. So let's see. I don't know. Came back down below 43. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. They are weeklies, so gonna have to watch them a little bit. SPY selling off a little bit here. Lucid hanging right around 42.90. This one could be shitty. Needs to make 43.29. GL, that would have been nice to know before I freaking went on these Lucid calls. I'm kidding. I didn't put very much money into it. Yeah, that was not very good. But you know, they're weeklies. I still got time on them. So let's see if we're gonna get a little bit of a pump out of Lucid. Not looking like it right now. It's fine. Everything else on the longer term time frames are like, yeah, Lucid going up. So let's see. Let's see here. Did the golden cross thing happen? I mean, we got a death cross on AMC, which was not great. Oh, come on. Lucid, what is this nonsense right here? We just see a new day high and then you just start to act like a little shithead? Come on. What is this? Jason, thoughts on Rally? Thanks for the super, but we just went over that. It still has a really, really high short interest on it. So I would expect to see that thing continue to ping pong around. Little pit stop for AMC until we rip again. Yeah, it's bouncing off the 200. Hold on. Let me look at Lucid on the 3-minute or the 5-minute even. Let me see how stupid this was. Oh, no, this looks fine on the 5-minute. All right, I'm leaving this here. How many interchanges did I have today? I only had one. Lucid has resistance at 43. When it hits 43, I buy puts. I mean, if we saw it run up to 43, today I'd be having some fun. Actually, no. Yeah, that would suck. I need it more. I need more than that. I don't know. Let's see what happens with this one. I'm not really watching it right now. I've got a week's time. Let's see if EVs are going to go. The chart looks identical. Which one? Amy and BBIG? Yeah. I'm telling you, Sens is a good swing if they get the approval. The problem is with Sens that they've already said that they're expecting approval, so they might have already seen the reaction come in. Needs to hold above 42.38. I think Lucid will dump. It might. SPY's coming down right now to test the 50. Lucid's probably not going to look too good off of that. Let's see here. I don't know. Lucid still looks good. We need the hedgy tiers. Yeah. Oh, what's happening with Liquid IV? I just didn't fill out the form yet. I got to do it. Once I fill out the form, I'll let you guys know. We'll have some Liquid IV stuff hopefully soon. That would be pretty sweet. Also, for everybody new filtered in right now, if you guys don't mind hitting the like button on the stream, just helps out with the algo. So thank you guys so much for those of you who have done that and who are going to. It just helps YouTube basically if you're having fun in the stream. Just brings you back in later. All right, Lucid coming back up here. Not bad. Let's see. GNPX going wild. There you go. All right, hold on. What do we got to look at over here? All right. What kind of approval? You can generally access FTA. Oh, that's a different question. Do you see the 1348 reviewed? Yeah, it is pretty solid. I love that thing. I'm looking at, I mean, on Lucid right now on the 1 day, 5 minute, like the daily 5 minute, it looks good right now for Lucid. So let's see what happens over here. And on the 4 hour, it looks really good too. I just don't want to go with a longer time to expiration just because of their lockup next week. So I'm literally just going to try to flip these contracts if I can. If I can't, I'll just get out, take the loss. It'll be fine. Rico's bullish on the current Lucid setup. Okay, cool. I like once you tell us why you're under house arrest. You know what? I'm not under house arrest. But what if I don't like you, STV? You know what, John? Then you can just not do it if you don't want to. All right. Hopefully we get a little bit of action for SPY's coming down to test the VWAP right here. How much are these contracts down? Did I just completely screw myself with this? Oh, no. That's not bad at all. I'm fine with that. That's and if these contracts still go to 0, I'm still in the green. Still in the green. That's true, M Creeks. I need to fill it out in order for it to get going. All right, Lucid, how are we doing? Lucid getting some candles here. What's the SPY doing? Come on, bounce off that 50 and start to come up. That's what we want out of you, SPY. GME is so undervalued now. I would have to agree with you. Same thing with AMC at 2190. Yeah, short it here. See how that goes for you. Squawk. Yeah, the squawk's in it. Gary Gensler has squawk at 8:30 a.m. Yeah, we already watched that one. It was nonsense. Gary on squawk earlier was kind of nonsense. So, Lucid coming down. Well, we got a week of time. Let's see what happens. SCV has cankles. How would you know that, Skylar, if I've only showed you my ankles once? Yeah, Lucid just had a big W. Now it's coming down a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. How's it looking over here? It's not terrible. Not terrible. You know what I want, everybody? Rockets and basketballs. Come on. Rockets and basketballs. We want this. SPY below the 50. Hold on now. Hold on. Ooh. It's almost time to maybe double dip on some SPY puts. Let's see. Maybe not, though. I don't know. We're going to take a look and see. SPY coming down. If it breaks the 100 and gets out of the range and the 50 starts curling down, I might have to double dip. But let's see. I mean, if I was a sponsor, I wouldn't think you were serious if I hadn't received the app after a few days. It was an automated message, M. Creeks. Told you SPY was a big bear flag. Yeah. Who's Amy? AMC right over here. Let's see. You can tell me what time frame it was on, though. Or I just didn't see it. All right, Lucid trying. Buy a few ABCT $2.50 calls for July, only 40 cents, and Loop Capital just put up. Ooh, you know what, Sam? I might do that with you. I might do that. I'll take a look. I'll take a look at what they're saying on the technicals on the chart. I don't know much about the company, but I know you've been crushing it on it. So let's see. I might have to do some of that. SCV, stop stealing Charles G's wife. You know what? No, I won't stop doing that. All right, SPY coming back up here. Amy at 21.89. GME down $16 today. Nonsense. Absolute nonsense occurring with GME right now. Where's Lucid? All right, let's take a look. There's a massive dark pool print in SPY for February. Ooh. Ruh-roh. You think AMC dipping below 20? Have 20K ready? If it does, it's probably going to bounce right back up. We've seen support at 2080 and then 2027. So you're going to have to watch those two levels if it's going to come back down. With the way that AMC's reacted to this market sell-off today, I wouldn't expect to see it go there. Unless the buyers are really, really, really going to fade, I wouldn't expect to see it go there today. It could, but it doesn't really look like it's going to. I mean, it's still above the 50. It's testing the 50 right now. It's still got the 100 and the VWAP to get through as well. Other than that, I mean, today, I don't think so. This week, maybe if we start to see a lot of red come through. But overall, I think we're if we're going to test it, we'll do another 2080 test and then just rip right back up. And if it falls through that, we'll probably do the rip right, or the big bounce right off 2027. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know why Gary won't go on Charles Payne. It doesn't make any sense. It makes zero sense why he won't go on. It's honestly kind of nonsense. It's really, really silly. Oh, I still have this CNBC thing up over here. I don't want that. Crypto looks like it's hit a low earlier today and is now bouncing. Yeah. When was the last time AMC had 7 red days in a row? I don't think ever, really. I mean, a long time ago. All right, we're trying to bounce a little bit here. Lucid coming down. Stop being an a-hole, Lucid. Make me some money. I've been missing out on all the Lucid gains recently. I had to step in and try to get some action on Lucid. Let's see. Because he won't publicly address shorting. He's talked. Ooh, Amy candle. He's talked about it a couple of times, but nothing to. Lucid got a candle too. That's a bit weird. Did SPY? Yeah, a little bit. He's talked about short sale like transparency before, but he's not like remember when he came out with his like agenda, like people who worked with him were like, yeah, whatever. Like this is just like something you're saying. We need to see actions behind this in order to really see what you're going to do. Lucid, looking all right here. I need that to come up a lot more. Amy was green Friday. Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I mean, we're only down 86 cents right now. We could easily see this rip back up. Here we go. Lucid coming up. SPY making a little bit of a move here. What's GME doing? Down 1580. Kind of struggling over here. Ever watch the All In podcast? No, I have never seen that. Yeah, Amy's getting some candles here, people. This is not bad. We're at 22.14 right now, looking decent. I mean, it's still down 3.75%, but it's 87 cents. We could what did we just go from? 21.88 to what's the high of this candle? Come on, not gonna tell me. All right, 22.15. I mean, that's not that big, but oh, here she comes. Here she comes. Come on, Amy, do your thing. Let's see here. Come on. Come on, Amy. Amy and Lucid. Come on. Take me to the promised land. We already did good with SPY puts today. Let's see if we can get another good trade. Lucid needs to get going. 50 MA, not far from crossing the 200 MA on the 5-minute. Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, it's not curling. What are you talking about? Are you talking about Lucid or are you talking about... Yeah, Lucid's really close. Lucid's really close. So I'm guessing you were talking about Lucid. Oh, Amy, 22.13. Here we go. I'm assuming the put because the SPY amount was low. Yeah, I bet it was. 10.30 on Tesla. The way I think about Lucid is it's like the E-mini of like Tesla. So like if you want to trade something that's like going to have like Tesla like moves, like Lucid's good, but you don't have to put in as much money. Like the Tesla contracts on the weekly are so expensive all the time. All right, SPY testing the 50 right now. Amy selling off a little bit. Lucid coming down, back down a little bit. Let's see. Still looking good on the 5-minute. Screw this. Buying 500 AMC shares at 22.10. There you go. Sold my Lucid for AMC, says Shiny. There you go. All righty, here we go. My Twitter is the same as YouTube. Yep. Yeah, if you guys want to go follow M. Kriegs, definitely go do that. Also, if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, what are you guys doing? Twitter and Instagram are both the same. Short the VIX 1 on Instagram and Twitter. And the Twitter, it's just my same logo with just a black background. Let's see. LFG Ape says the Subi sickness. There you go. All right. What are we looking at here? Come on, Lucid. Get back up above 43. That's what I want to see out of you. Let's see. Where's Tesla? Whew. Coming up here. Yeah, Tesla wants to get a little bit jumpy. Tesla wants to get jumpy. So let's see if Lucid's going to get a little bit of that move too. That's typically what we've seen. We've seen Tesla start to go and Lucid follow with it. Same thing with the delivery numbers. Let's see what we see. All right, 0 shares return on AMC. That has to be a glitch. It could be. Tesla day high. Yep. I want Lucid to do the same exact thing. That's what I want out of Lucid to start. Amy coming up a little bit here too. SPY trying. Let's see. Matt Stuck Suspenders. Thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that, my man. Amy looking sexy. She is. I mean, still down 3.6%, but we got a lot of time left in the day. The market is kind of coming back. What's the... And I think we could easily see it go green. Like anything can happen at this point. Like it really... Oh, Lucid, you big shithead. SPY made a lower high and is definitely going to make a lower low. Yeah, it could. I don't know. I just don't like it here. Let me look at SPY on the 5 minute over here. The 5 and the 3 minute have been nice over here. 3 minute. Yeah, at MACD's about to cross down on the 3 minute. It's curling on the 5. Cup and handle on Amy. Yep. Lucid bouncing back up a little bit here. Not bad. Come on, Amy. Nice couple of candles here. We're also on the 1 minute on Amy. The 50 is about to cross over the 200. That's good. On the 5 minute, it hasn't really started to bend back around yet. So we still need we have a ways to go for Amy on the longer time frames to really be like, yeah, we're going up. Let's see. YOLO'd on a 145 January 2023 call. Fingers crossed. I mean, I think that's a decent one. I have a couple of those. Let's see. Come on, Lucid. Do your thing here. Wake me up when AMC hits 23. I can't wake you up. I don't know how to do that. Retested and it's sitting below view up on the 5 minute SPY. Yeah, where is it over here? I've got it right here. Oh, I don't have view up on this, but yeah. I can put it over here. Yep. All right. You are right on that one. Yeah, I mean, I just took the gains on the SPY. It was a good one. A quick in and out. $130 GME calls. Oh, yeah, 130s. Honestly, that's not the worst thing in the world that you could do. How bad are they? How expensive are these? $520. It's kind of expensive. The IV cranked up. I bet after MOAS, AMC will slowly go up like Tesla. No. Okay, so what's going to happen with AMC after the next really big move is you're just going to see it move like overstock for the foreseeable future. It's going to rip up, come down, rip up, come down, because the shorts are going to just add in near the top. Then it's going to come back down. They're going to short the nuts out of it. And then it's going to come back down. They're going to make a bunch of money. And then they're going to need to close out and cover a bunch of their shares at some point. Then it's going to move back up. Then the same shorts or new shorts are going to come in and do the exact same thing. So after this, AMC's price action for like the next possibly 10 years could be drunk. Like it could just go like up, down, up, down, up, down in like big volatile moves, which is decent for AMC if they want to do any of those offerings. Sup, Vix? What's up, Ian? How you doing? As if you just tell Alexa to wake him up. You have half the chat's Alexa going off. Yeah, exactly. SPY will most likely trade sideways tomorrow to theta burn everyone Wednesday to make a big move after CPI data release. Or it's going to price it in tomorrow, and then we'll see nothing on the actual day of CPI release. That's very possible as well. Okay, so Lucid being a little, I mean, it's flagging a little bit, being a little a-hole right now. All right, GME coming up, down 1570. SPY is just right between the 100 and the 50. Amy is at 2208 right now. Just bought 5 more shares. Love the dip. There you go. Wait, MOAS will last a decade? No. This is after the really, after the really, really big price run up that we see, like a GME like move in January. Like GME's price action forever is going to be nuts. Like you saw it with GME. It would rip up, buy button takes away, comes down, and then rips right back up again. With AMC and a lot of these other stocks, it's probably going to be more spread out like we see with overstock. Like overstock will explode, then come back down, hang out for a little bit, then the shorts will cover, and then it'll explode again and then come back down and just do the same thing over and over and over and over. Oh, yeah. 20 million in volume today on Amy. What are we at on GME? 3.8 million. Volume's coming back in. Ooh, here comes Lucid. Here we go. What's my liquor of choice? Vodka. Warm whiskey. Smart man. Ice cubes are for losers. Amateurs. So from what you just said, your belief is AMC will not explode to 4 digits. That's not what I said at all. That's like the opposite of what I said. I said after the really, really big move, which it could go to 4 digits or even higher, then we would start to see continually just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So if you hold AMC forever, like, and that's your plan, you're probably going to do all right if you can time your entry correctly after a really big run up. SPY coming back up, Amy coming back up, Lucid getting a little bit of action finally. Let's see. Vodka's the choice of all middle-aged women. No surprise. Yeah, not if you just drink it, though. Take some shots of wild turkey? Nah. Okay. So my parents were like leaving, like moving, and they just had like a bunch of booze that they like didn't want anymore. They're like, "You want it?" I was like, "Absolutely, I do." So there was like this nice bottle of scotch, but it only had like this much left in it. And I went to go look in my car for it the other day to see if it was still there, and it's just empty. And I was like, "I didn't drink it. Who? What the heck?" I was like, where did this go? All right, Amy coming down to the 50. Lucid kind of holding up nicely in the 42.80 range. SPY being a a-hole right now. I'm not really having fun with it. I mean, I'm not probably gonna get into any other SPY trades today, but I mean, we crushed it. Like vodka water today? Nah, no vodka waters. It evaporated. It was cold though. Like it hasn't been hot. Like it's cold. Like I don't know how that works. I don't know how it would evaporate though. Like it's in a bot. Like I don't get that. That was weird. Lucid Rip at 12.10 says not a hedge fund. You know what, buddy? I'm down for it. All right, Amy testing the 50 right now. If it tests it and bounces back up, that's going to be a real good sign going into the rest of the day. If it comes through and makes a little, if it comes up higher than what's this right here, 22.32 off of this little bounce right here, this would be very good to see because the 50 will trend up. We could potentially see more tests of it, but it comes back down below it. I mean, it's still trending to the upside. It'll just get trapped in the range for a little while, but other than that, we're looking solid. Yeah, scotch doesn't evaporate. That's what I'm saying. SB, you can't just be driving around with open bottles of scotch in your vehicle. It's in the back seat in a box. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do to me? Like, if a cop pulls me over, it's like, oh, you've been drinking that? No. Like, it's in the back seat in a box. Like, I can't even reach it. Like, what is this nonsense? Never gotten a ticket though. Never gotten pulled over. I'm a very good driver. What's max pain for this week? 24. You have 2,000 AMC and your Roth at 538. Oh. Matt's duck suspenders. There we go. Does the liquid IV or the V in liquid IV really stand for vodka? Yes. Man, Vix, you truly have become a big part of my days now. Love you, man. D. Roman. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's an Oprah container charge. It has to be in the trunk. Come on. It's in a box. It's in a box. What are you going to do? What? Come on. It's in a box behind the... I can't even get to it. A hobo probably got in your car. It's in a park. It's been in a parking garage. I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. It was like this weekend. I was like, okay, I want to see this. And then it was just not there. And I was like, nonsense. If you have another passenger. Well, I don't though. Okay, so I should probably take all of that out, right? Okay, well, good driver and slow driver is not the same thing, you know? Oh, yeah, no. I'm just a good driver. All right, Amy popping back up here. Lucid, not so much, but here she comes. So she's bouncing off of this 50 right now. I like that a lot. I want her to make a new high above 22.32. That's what I want to see. If this little bump right here gets above 22.32, get ready for some boom candles. If not, we're probably going to bounce around for a little while. But if she can get going above 20, I mean, what is that? 22 cents right now to the upside. I mean, this was a big rip here. Again, even past 22.18 would be good off of this 50 test because that's kind of the last time we saw this retest. Yeah, this is looking decent right here. House arrest isn't bad when you make your car your house. I guess so. He's right. If they find it in the car at all, they can get you. Trunk is the only safe place. You have to be a real a-hole to get me for that, especially if I'm just like I would never like do a breathalyzer because I'd be like, is it calibrated correctly? And they'd be like, I don't know. And I'm like, then we're not playing this silly game. In South Carolina, cops charge you for open containers and then just take it for themselves. Okay, well, why would they charge me for it? I would just give it to them and then avoid the charge. Oh, that's bribery, though, isn't it? Yeah, we can't do that. Some rookie probably didn't put the cap on right. It's possible. It's possible. Oh, let's see here. If it's open, you'd get in trouble. I feel like they would just be like, please take it out of the car. Cause I'm like, not, and if they pulled me over, I wouldn't be like, fuck you. Like, I wouldn't be an asshole about it. Like, I'd just be like, I'm sorry. Like, it's just, I literally was just bringing it back. Like, what do you want me to do? There's like, he'd be like, oh, put it in the trunk. Like, okay, cool. Put it in the trunk. The one at the station counts? Yeah, take me to the station. Got all the time in the world. Why are we talking about me hypothetically going to jail right now for having open bottles of booze in my car that I'm literally just bringing back? This would be the biggest L, like the biggest, worst piece of luck of all time. Let's see. Not worth the risk. I know. All right. Lucid doing all right here. I'm still down on it, most likely. SPY's coming back up. There we go. What's Tesla doing? If Tesla's ripping and is not bringing Lucid with it, I'm going to be pissed. Testing the 50 coming back up. That could be decent for Lucid. Lucid's just overextended right now a little bit. Yeah, there it goes. All right. Amy, it needs to cross above 22.18 and then look for 22.32. And then after that, SPY's coming back up. This is looking all right here. I'll bail you out if it happens. Don't call your parents. That's my brother said. He's like, oh, here it comes. Okay, so we crossed it right here. That's good. That's a good sign. We've hit the 50, made a like little. Oh, it wants 32. It wants 32. If it hits 20. Oh, there. What the hell was that? That candle did not get up to 22.39. But you know, I guess we'll take it. What is that? It literally hit here, and then it was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna extend the wick up for no apparent reason. Gary? All right. All right, everybody. So it is 12 noon right now. That is going to wrap up the morning stream. So if you guys don't mind, on the way out, just dropping some likes on the stream. Just helps out with the algorithm a little bit. We're going to be back on at 1:15 Eastern. So if you guys want to come back and hang out with me, you are more than welcome to. Hold on here real quick. But in the meantime, here's what we've got going on. We have TMI is live right now. So if you guys want to go hang out with him, last minute supers from Keith. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. We need some more excitement in the chat, in the market. LFG. Yes, we do. I'll be very, very excited when I come back on at 1:15. But in the meantime, here is the link. And again, guys, on the way out, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. If you liked the stream, if you enjoyed it, YouTube will be more likely to show it to you when I come back on, and they won't play any of these nonsense games. So thank you guys so much. Special shout out to the mods, all of the new members and the current members. You guys are awesome. And everybody just kind of hanging out, being positive in the chat all the time. Thank you guys so much. I'll be back on at 1:15, but until then, peace.